Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. This is Star Market Celtics Tonight. Download the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today.
Jalen forces it up over C.
No!
He tied it! He did it! Jalen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boy step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, Comcast Business, and by Ticketmaster.
Richard shovel back to Porzingis. Happen to trail three. Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out. Blocked by Porzingis again. Pritchard, half court. It's in the air.
Go!
He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again!
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, VA New England, Town Fair Tire, Kia North Danvers, Brex, FindMassMoney.gov, Corona, NetSuite by Oracle, your New England Honda dealers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
Back at the Garden where tonight, off yet another 3-1 Western road trip that maybe, just maybe, helped them relocate their mojo. The reigning and defending world champion Celtics return home to find waiting one of the NBA's best, Jalen Green, Alperen Şengün, and Ime Udoka's Houston Rockets. Away we go on another signature night, because that's what we do. I'm Sean Grande. Cedric Maxwell joins us shortly, and coming up on the fastest 30 minutes in the NBA, Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. We'll find out who else will join us, as Al Horford, Derek White, and Sam Hauser, all three landed on the injury report early today. We'll get you up to the minute on that as we break down this rematch with the Rockets. A runaway Celtics win at Toyota Center 3+ weeks ago. Houston is healthier now. Beat the Cavs in Cleveland Saturday. In fact, swept the home and home. And with a win tonight, they leapfrogged the Celtics for the NBA's third best record. They have checked every box of a championship contender in Ime's second year. Why does no one seem to be taking them seriously? We'll discuss. We'll take our trip around the NBA, where the more things change, the more things stay the same, but they keep staying the same. Like Jimmy Butler getting suspended again and the Thunder rolling again.
Shea trying to get around Kamara, double team, passes right to Hardenstein. He'll put it down for the flush.
We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Mazzulla.
You know, my first year as the head coach, and it was like finding ways to be able to do that. And really, we went through a stretch of games where we were winning because of our shooting percentage, but we were losing the shot margin.
But coming up next, nothing ever seems to live up to the billing. NBA rivalry week, and the Celtics staged two blowouts, a 40-point win in San Francisco and a 21-point loss to the Lakers in L.A. The finals rematch, maybe to make it a little more compelling, the Celtics spotted the Mavs a 10-point lead, then reeled them all the way back in. We'll look back. Derek White, he upmakes, drives into the paint. The floater is up and good.
Getting it all done now. They are cooking with doggone gas. How about some fish grease for some fresh fish hot?
It's all coming up and more as we count you down to the latest game of the night in the NBA. Celtics and the Houston Rockets here at the Garden, bottom of the hour on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
My parents told me to put the camera down and get a real job. With the federal government, I can create with confidence.
A creative career is waiting for you when you register with Selective Service. Federal jobs give you access to benefits like healthcare, paid leave, and job security. Create with confidence. Register at sss.gov. That's sss.gov.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCENightTrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
I made the one in the corner. And I think just the whole team that was just behind me and supporting me. And then Phil said it just takes one to get hot, and so just kind of had that mindset and finally made some. So that's made me kind of happy.
If you wonder about a team being together and pulling for each other, just watch the replay of the Celtics getting 3 offensive rebounds in a row Saturday night and continuing to pound the ball to Derek White in the corner until he finally made a 3 on the night he finally breaks out of that long slump. Welcome back to Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. That's the good news, but it comes with the bad news. Derek White will not play in this game tonight. Neither will Sam Hauser. Derek White breaking out of his slump. Sam Hauser had his best stretch of the season shooting threes on the 4-game road trip. And now you have 2 hot hands for the Celtics, both out against a team that does not give up a lot of points. Al Horford was on the injury report as well, but he will play in this game, which will look completely different from the game these two teams played earlier this month in Houston, because Al Horford and Jaylen Brown didn't play in that game. Both will play tonight. Ahmed Thompson and Tari Eason did not play for Houston in that game, and they will both play tonight. Just Cam Whitmore is out for the Houston Rockets. But, boy, it just seems like a few weeks ago, Max, we got back here saying, well, the Celtics really need to get 3 out of 4 in that road trip to get themselves right. We said it again. It happened in early January. We said it again, and it happened again, and here we are.
Well, I think that the Celtics right now know what they need to do. They've been playing with a purpose. And I think that, purposely, when you're the Celtics right now, you have to understand that there's a sense of urgency. And the sense of urgency was try to win a couple of basketball games, put the streak together.
They continue to play with purpose on the road, but where they have not played with much purpose is at home over this last stretch. And let me underscore it, as you know I like to do. In the last 11 games at home, the Celtics are 5-6. 6 losses in the last 11 games at home. You know how many losses they had in the previous 60 games at home? 6. See, we could play password to the Newlywed Game or something like that together, because you know where I'm going with this. 54-6 in the previous 60, 5-6 in the last 11. And all this, even though the overall metrics aren't terrible, what this comes down to, again, is clutch time. And where the Celtics have struggled in clutch time is particularly at home. And the Celtics, who lost 4 games at home all last year, have already lost 8 this year at TD Garden. Houston tonight, elite team in the NBA. OKC has not been here yet. Denver has not been here yet. New York and Cleveland still have to come back one more time. So, ironically, the home schedule is actually tougher than the road schedule as far as opponents remaining.
Well,
it's a lot of information, I know.
Well, you shot a lot of information at me, but I think that what you want the Celtics right now is playing up to their speed. And their speed right now seems to be just trying to be aggressive, playing defense and shooting the basketball. If they do that, they're going to be okay.
All right, before we look ahead, we look back. The previous game recap is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Can I pause for a second, come out of character, and actually make a extraordinarily rare gambling reference now that we're in the DraftKings segment?
Why not?
I was curious today to see what the general thought was on a Boston-Houston NBA Finals. And it essentially, I didn't check DraftKings yet, but all the different, if you average them all together, you're talking about a 35-40-1 odds against Boston and Houston meeting in the NBA Finals. Are you serious? I'm thinking that, to me, listen, are the Houston Rockets favored in the Western Conference with OKC? Of course not. Do they have some holes in their team, that go-to second scorer outside Jalen Green, who's obviously young? Sure. Are they the favorites? Of course not. But to call that, to see this game tonight as a crazy long shot for the finals, that's funny, because I saw an Ime Udoka team 3 years ago that nobody thought had any chance to get near the NBA Finals go up 2-1 in those finals.
Well, you know, Ime has these guys playing hard. They understand the sense of the moment. I think that when you think about how are they going to come back and how are they going to play defense, one thing you know, they're going to play hard for them.
All right, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SPORTSO. That's code SPORTSO for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. That was the 2022 NBA Finals. In the 2024 NBA Finals, it was the Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks. They got together Saturday night for the first time since. Celtics in the home white in Dallas today. Green letters and numbers, they'll go left to right. Dallas, the road navy blue. White letters and numbers, they go right to left. Porzingis beats Daniel Gafford on the opening tap. And away we go. Thanks for finding us on this Saturday. And the NBA Finals rematch is underway. Tatum against Maxi Kleber. Got to take it. Ducks the shoulder, drives, cradles the ball, runs it off the glass, and gets the bounce.
Got the friendly bounce this time, just kind of hung on the rim.
16-8 is the early Dallas lead. Porzingis ahead to Drew Holiday. Celtics need to have one good organized possession here. Holiday, hand off to Jaylen Brown. One dribble into 17 feet. His jumper's true.
First good defensive possession we've seen in a minute for the Boston Celtics.
Jaylen drives on Klay Thompson, kick out Porzingis. Good look from the wing. His three is perfect.
Well, that's a tough thing to do. You shoot to the paint, try to block a shot, and Porzingis is sitting out there waiting to dot your eyes.
Pump fake. Now starts his drive in the paint. Steps back, dotted line. High arcing floater comes up short late in the shot clock. And the rebound for Kyrie. Long lead, catching in stride. Gafford lays it in. Could have been and one. Tatum steps to his left. Three in the air. Got it! And Jason Tatum has just scored his 13,000th point in the NBA. And it gives Boston the lead. Kyrie down the right side, falling away out of bounds. Really tough shot is good.
He might have banked that one in. It might have clipped the side of the rim and banked him.
Pounds his man into the paint, flips it up over Omax, and gets the bounce.
Fella corner used some strength. Oh, man, strength then.
Tatum, bounce pass for the trailer. Al moves it in the left corner. Pitchford relocates for three.
Man, nice thing. That was good work. Defensively and offensively.
This is a 90-second championship sequence here from the Celtics. Jaylen Brown attacks, gets in deep, pump fake. He's surrounded by three guys, so he kicks out to Porzingis. His three is good. That is a cheat code right there. You draw three men in the paint, and a 7'3" dude is waiting outside the three-point line to bury one.
And able to knock it down.
Derek White lobs it down. Porzingis catch and slam with the right hand.
Is it coming?
Derek White turns the corner on Kyrie, drives on Washington, flips it up and in. That's a nice sequence for Derek White.
Derek White, maybe he's back.
Derek White pull up three really quickly, and he knocks it down, and suddenly he can't miss.
Derek White.
That's how fast it happens. And Jaylen Brown has it, floats it ahead to Derek White, who's got a step and slams it home with two hands. And how about Luke Cornett, who's raising the roof after forcing Jason Kidd to call a timeout.
Wow.
Holiday backs it out, Grimes in front of him. Derek White off a curl, catches on the wing, steps back into a three. Got it. He's back.
This time, man, put it in your pocket.
Derek White's hit 4 in a row from distance. Feels like he didn't hit 4 in the last month. Derek White, he up fakes, drives into the paint. The floater is up and good.
Getting it all done now. They are cooking with doggone gas. How about some fish grease for some fresh fish? Hot.
Porzingis for Holiday. He's open. Right side three. Got it. 19th of the night for the Celtics, and they lead by 16.
Wide open look. Holiday and White start hitting shots. It could be a huge difference.
Some concerns early for the Celtics. Dallas came out, took it to them on the glass at the start of the game. They built a 10-point lead, but a funny thing happened late in the first quarter here in Dallas tonight. The defending champs became the defending champs again and played at a level that most teams in the NBA, especially not this Dallas team as constituted right now, could match, and the Celtics win it. Going away, the final score, Boston 122, Dallas 107. Celtics go 3-1 on the Western trip. They outscore teams by nearly 10 points a game despite the big loss to the Lakers. And now only the 72 Lakers, the champion Lakers, and this year's OKC Thunder have a better scoring differential on the road than this year's Celtics team, and that's following 2 of the last 3 seasons. The Celtics have a legitimate chance when this season is over to have 3 of the most dominant 10 road seasons in NBA history in the last 4 years. That's craziness.
Well, to watch them play, it's just beautiful sometimes. When their defense is going right, when their offense is flowing, you know, it's a great thing to watch. They have just been in a little quagmire for the last maybe couple of weeks.
I like that. It's a good use of quagmire. All right, the other thing I really liked from the game the other night, we're going to talk to Joe Mazzulla about it, 103 shots attempted by the Celtics. That's a lot, and it means a lot of good things have to be happening to get that number of shots. Jason Tatum got to 13,000 points. We told you, we called it as it happened. Just one of just 7 players to do that. I was happy to see them mention that on NBA Today on ESPN. It's the elite players in the history of the game. He's just the 7th to get to 13,000 before his 27th birthday. So now we turn our attention to the next Jason Tatum milestone. He begins the night 172 points behind the legendary JoJo White. And when he passes JoJo, Jason Tatum at age 26 will be in the top 10 in Boston Celtics history.
Yeah. Just really magnifies who he's been as a player. Great scorer, great kid, and something you can build your franchise around.
JoJo is only 4 points behind Dave Cowan, so Jason's going to pass them on the same night. He's actually going to go into 9th when it happened. We're probably about 7 games away, so on this trajectory, it could happen at Madison Square Garden in that Saturday night ABC game against the Knicks. And you can't if you're into this kind of thing, which I am, admittedly, can't ask for a better stage than that.
Well, I think that when you're talking about Madison Square Garden and all the histories have been made in that building, for him to do something like that will be cool.
All right, the Celtics are 32-14. That's the 3rd best record in the league. But if they lose tonight, they'll drop to 32-15. The Rockets would go to 31-14, and that means the Houston Rockets would have the 3rd best record in the NBA. That's how close the Celtics are to this pack behind them of young, hungry teams nipping at their heels. And maybe I'm alone. I don't know. I love what I just told their head coach when I got to see him catch up and chat for a few minutes. I love watching Ime's team play because they will bite at your ankles on every possession.
Well, they're a team that wants to go at it, and they give no quarter. And with the players on their team, they understand that they're going to be tough, just like their coach.
So Houston, with that record of 30-14, they just beat Cleveland back-to-back to get to 30-14. We did not really see them the first time because they didn't have Amen Thompson, is coming off a triple-double against the Cavaliers, one of the really impressive young players in this league, or Tari Eason coming off the bench, and that changes what they do defensively. They get their offense from Şengün and Jalen Green, and they have enough offensive options to make that deep playoff run? Probably not. I don't know if there's a disgruntled, suspended player out there that could completely change the dynamic of the Western Conference should he end up in Houston. We'll get to Jimmy Butler in a second, but I just think they got a real chance to do some damage. But the thing is that nobody's talking about it.
No, nobody's talking about it because they're looking at all the teams that are in front of them. They're saying this team is better, this team is better. They see, the Celtics. They understand what OKC is doing. So that team, it really has been kind of in the rearview mirror.
Max's Player to Bank on brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. Make your home energy efficient in 2025 with CSB's 0 APR rate heat loan. Apply now at ClintonSavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF, equal housing lender, Clinton Savings Bank, and experience you can bank on.
Well, let's go with your guy. And let's go with Tatum. Tatum tonight, I think, could have a big game. Scoring the basketball, attacking the rim, he could be very good, very effective with his length when we think about the smaller players on him.
It's going to be a tough game here. We have Tatum and Brown on one side and Dillon Brooks and Amen Thompson on the other. Max's keys to the game driven by your local New England Honda dealers. Contact your local New England Honda dealer for a great deal today.
But I always talk about it, and glass will be important because Şengün, he is a monster. He'll get in, he will bump you around, knock your block off. If you try to keep him away from that basketball, Dillon Brooks, another toughie.
The Rockets get 9 steals a game, and they are the #1 rebounding team in the NBA. Keep all of this in mind as they try to rebound from the loss to the Celtics in Houston on January 3rd. Still to come on Shaw's and Star Market. Celtics tonight, our conversation with Joe Mazzulla about this young Rockets team, about that shot margin of the night, and where sort of that begins in his study and his time with Ime Udoka. That is coming up. Our trip around the NBA, a great card of games on the slate tonight. We'll talk about that, but coming up next, Joe Murray has Sports Hub headlines, including the Super Bowl matchup that I think it's safe to say nobody wanted. He's back again. We've been on the air for 19 minutes and not one single Taylor Swift cutaway yet. Celtics and Rockets coming your way on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about Clear Path for Veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. Clear Path for Veterans is working with Safety Insurance to help New England veterans at the Resource Center in Devens, Massachusetts. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to Clear Path and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time. Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future-ready as their single-source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that make sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future-ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about Clear Path for Veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. Clear Path for Veterans is working with Safety Insurance to help New England veterans at the Resource Centers in Devens, Massachusetts and Manchester, New Hampshire. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to Clear Path and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
The Super Bowl is set. Chiefs, Eagles, they'll meet again. It's a rematch, but they will meet 2 weeks from Sunday. Patriots adding to their coaching staff today. Doug Marrone named the offensive line coach, while former Bears interim head coach Thomas Bryant will join the offensive staff. Saints, they're flying to Philadelphia tonight to interview Kellen Moore for their head coaching job. And the Bruins saw the return of Charlie McAvoy and Hampus Lindholm at practice, but they will not be available tomorrow when they take on Buffalo. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your next drive-thru oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, now open in Weymouth, Canton, Bedford, and in Natick. I'm Joe Murray, Grandy and Max. They'll take you around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time. Hey, it's Zoe here, and you guys know as well as I do, when you're faced with a rebuild year, it's all about staying 2 steps ahead of the competition. Oakers Technologies has a history of shaping the future. For over 100 years, they made their clients future ready, helping revamp their technology and IT systems to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future ready. Proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Pearl Vision knows that the new year brings new resolutions. But how many of those goals do we actually keep? Hitting the gym? Ugh. Sticking to a diet? No thanks. But getting your eyes checked? That's easy. Visit pearlvision.com to schedule an eye exam and get a new pair of glasses to see clearly and look your best. Pearl Vision accepts all major vision plans, including iMed and VSP.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Shea trying to get around Kamara. Double team. Passes right to Hardenstein. He'll put it down for the flush.
Hey, guess what? The Thunder won again. Welcome back to Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. Quick trip around the NBA. Thunder beat the Blazers 118-108. It was the only game on the NBA schedule yesterday because it was NFL Conference Championship Day. Thunder have now surpassed Cleveland at 37-8. They have a one-game lead for the best record in the NBA. I love the card tonight. We'll get to some of these matchups as we move along tonight. But Max, the story of the day, Jimmy Butler suspended again by the Miami Heat, allegedly leaving practice early without permission. It's obvious they didn't want him to play. They were looking for a reason to get him out of there and get him suspended again, and they've done it.
It's just kind of crazy. At some point, you're just going to have to rip the Band-Aid off if you're the Miami Heat and say, son, go away.
All right, give me your this is the best game to me of the night in the NBA is the Celtics and the Rockets, the two second-place teams. The double main event in the NBA tonight, you got the third-place teams, Memphis and New York at Madison Square Garden. You got Detroit, Cleveland. I love that one. Denver, by the way, is at Chicago. The Bulls are next for the Celtics. They'll fly to Boston tomorrow and be here on Wednesday. Atlanta and Minnesota. I love that game as well. And you got the Clippers and Phoenix. All that in one night on your NBA card.
Well, if you're an NBA fan and you love NBA basketball, good things are going to happen.
By the way, Dallas already with those injuries to Lively and obviously to Luka. Maxi Kleber, when he left the game the other day, broke his foot, so he is now out indefinitely for Dallas. Injuries just ravaging certain teams in the league like Orlando and like Dallas. We've got the Celtics and the Rockets getting set to go. Joe Mazzulla faces his former boss, Ime Udoka. We'll talk about that next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
I want you to pay attention because this is important. Getting in shape and losing weight can literally be a life or death decision. Heart disease, diabetes, even cancer. Your lifestyle decisions dictate your health. Maybe you think you can't do it, but I know you can. If you have three key components. One, you need a specific day-by-day fitness plan that's already proven to work so you won't quit. Two, a healthy nutrition plan that's integrated into your fitness plan that's easy to follow. And three, support from a community all pulling for each other's success. I'm Carl, the CEO of Body. That's Body with an I. Body helps people achieve their goals with these three factors. That's where the magic happens. Body has the programs that are proven to help you lose up to 10 to 15 pounds in just 3 weeks, 30 to 40 pounds in 90 days. You just need to commit. This is so important for you. Go to body.com, that's BODI.com, and we'll get you the fast results you want step by step.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won. Goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. Know and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppables, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
The Coach's Interview brought to you by Star Market. Check out the Star Market app, earn rewards, and save on your groceries and gas with Star Market for you. Download the Star Market app today. Here's Grandy with the Coach.
All right, Joe Maury, thank you. Back at the Garden we are. I asked you at one point, what's the first thing you look for on the stat sheet when you get into those press conferences, which I know coaches sometimes do just as a crutch, just to have something to look at. I keep track of, there are people who think I'm a stat person because I keep track of them and I keep track of milestones, and it's just part of my job. But I don't always Love them. However, when I see 103 shots in a game, that indicates to me that a lot of good things have to be happening for you to get 103 shots.
Yeah, I mean, the two biggest things that come to mind is 5 turnovers.
Yeah.
And 17 offensive rebounds, and shooting the ball well. And so I think that's kind of, the process that we're talking about is, can we get great shots? Can we take care of the basketball? And can we, offensive rebound at a high rate? And then can we defensive rebound at the other end, which, we have to do better.
What's the first time you ever remember hearing shot margin as a thing that was discussed?
To really, really looking at it, and it was my first year. My first year as the head coach, and it was like finding ways to be able to do that. And really, we went through a stretch of games where we were winning because of our shooting percentage, but we were losing the shot margin. And so it was kind of one of those things of like, okay, when that runs out, we have to be able to find ways to impact that.
There was that crazy game where you lost the lead to Brooklyn. Your first year. Yeah. That had weird stuff in it like that, right?
Yes, that was a weird box score. There was 2 box scores that stick out. That one, and then the bubble year where we played Utah at home, and they took 99 shots. Yeah. And they outshot us from 3 by 30. Yep. And I was that was the first time where I was like, okay, we got to start looking at the game differently. I'll never forget that box score. So Utah lost at home.
Yep. And that strange year. It's a year, a lot of people block a lot of that stuff out, but there's just as much valuable basketball information to be gleaned from it. Is there something continuous about a trip where we just all got back from, where you look at that as one entity? There's always like, hey, is a 10-game stretch or a 5-game stretch? Is a road trip a thing in and of itself because you're all together the whole time?
I mean, not from a game standpoint, but I think from a mentality and a team standpoint of can you get a team dinner in? Can you get a couple team meetings in? Can you spend some time on the road? So I think, you do look at the road trip in its own entity, but I think it's more, not so much about the number of games as it is the time that you're either able to spend, either together as a team, at a shoot-around, film sessions. How can you take advantage of that time?
I don't know how many people are watching the Rockets every night on League Pass, but they should. And if you do, you know that the Rockets that we saw in Houston was not the team that is 30-14 because they didn't have Tari Eason, they didn't have Amen Thompson, and they call those guys the Terror Twins for a reason.
Yeah, I mean they're 2 huge identity pieces to the team, especially defense and rebounding. They have the ability to impact games, and they can play small with that lineup just because of their physicality and their athleticism, and I think that they're 2 big difference makers. So I agree with you. We'll definitely see a much different version of that team tonight, and we got Allen JB from that game as well, I believe.
And correct. And the guy in that game that I thought really turned it, and I love over 82 games. Let's talk about Jaden having his game against the Clippers. You'll always remember over 82 games, the night that this particular player did this particular thing. Luke on Şengün.
Yeah, it was a great matchup, and the double big lineup of Luke and KP, I thought was big for us, defensively, but really offensive execution. So definitely a matchup we'll look to see a little bit of tonight. But I thought he did a great job.
That's Joe. You've been in many ways a student of many different things, not just in this game, but obviously without it. Played and coached with so many different coaches and so many different brains. You've been asked a lot about Ime and where he fits in, and you got this from Bob Huggins, you get this from being around Brad Stevens, and I know the Ime thing is the most interesting one to me, and I enjoyed being around him very much because of the way he carried himself. That's what I took from the year. Did you take that as well?
I took that, yeah, and I just took he had an ability to really manage an NBA locker room in an NBA season. I think, and anytime you can get diversity, and I was with Brad for 3 years, I think. And I remember Charles talking about this he had only worked for Bud before he came here. Right. And just being able to look at the league from a different lens and a different perspective is really valuable, as you try to stay in this league a long time.
Well, it's really interesting. I hadn't thought of it until the second you said that. But remember, Ime himself had changed locations a couple of times to get a different feel, both in Philadelphia and in Brooklyn, after he had the exact same experience that Charles had, but with Pop, in San Antonio. And that you can never have enough, I would imagine, divergent voices in your educational head.
No question, and just perspectives to be able to pull from, because I think it's such a the NBA season is such a challenge that you're always looking for different ways to attack it. And so the more perspectives you can get, I think the better you are.
And yet people listen to the same two voices, you and I, in this segment every night.
Feel bad for them.
I know it doesn't. That seems to be contradictory, but we'll work on it. Celtics and Rockets next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize. And turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won. Goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. Know and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Saturday night, the Celtics return to Dallas for the first time since the NBA Finals. Luka wasn't there, neither was Derek Lively. For 3 weeks, Derek White hadn't been there for the Celtics either. It was just a matter of time before he broke out of his slump. And the matter for Dallas was at that time was Saturday.
Holiday backs it out, Grimes in front of him. Derek White off a curl, catches on the wing, steps back into a three. Got it, he's back.
This time, man, put it in your pocket.
Derek White's hit 4 in a row from distance. Feels like he didn't hit 4 in the last month.
It's been 28 months since Ime Udoka was head coach of the Celtics. Boston got the championship. He came so close to delivering in his only year here. Now he's suddenly on the verge again. The Houston Rockets have vaulted from the bottom of the NBA to the top floor, second in the West, 4th overall, and after beating the Cavs in Cleveland Saturday, they're staring at an even golder opportunity. The Celtics return home to take on Alperen Şengün and the Houston Rockets next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Amica Insurance, Shaw's and Star Market, and by Ticketmaster.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, VA New England, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, and by Town Fair Tire.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by Brex, Corona, your New England Honda dealers, FindMassMoney.gov, NetSuite by Oracle, Cambridge Savings Bank, Kia North Danvers, Comcast Business, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
It is Banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is Banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
And a sold-out and raucous TD Garden for the game of the night in the NBA. The two second-place teams right now in each conference, the Celtics and the Rockets. Starting lineups brought to you by Amica Insurance, the exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics, who did not see Amen Thompson the last time we saw the Rockets 3 weeks ago in Houston. He will start with Dylan Brooks in the front court. Alperen Şengün maybe on his way to the All-Star game. Jalen Green, who lit up the Celtics offensively, and Fred VanVleet in the Houston backcourt. There is a change to the Boston starting lineup. Let's listen to it now.
Drew Holiday, UCLA.
Jaylen Brown, California, Berkeley.
Jason Tatum, Duke University.
Kristaps Porzingis, Baloncesto Sevilla.
Porzingis in the front court. A couple of things. Al Horford is available. He will come off the bench. The Twin Towers that turned the game around in Houston 3 weeks ago, Porzingis and Luke Cornett. It was Luke Cornett's defense on Alperen Şengün that helped turn that game around.
Well, big body on him, a 7-footer. And, you know, Luke doesn't go for a lot of fakes in there. Şengün is try to get you up in the air. Keep those hands up high, make him go through the body.
Ford F-150 first quarter presented by Ford F-Series, the #1 selling pickup, a #1 truck in brand loyalty. Tonight's contestant, Anthony Ambrosino of Middleton. If Boston goes up by 15 at any point in the first quarter, Anthony wins the opportunity to see a game from the Ford Sports Deck. Enter the contest at 98.5, thesportshub.com. Game one of a brief 2-game homestand for the Celtics, who will host Chicago here on Wednesday and then are right back out on the road to play their 9th Western Conference road game of the month of January, Friday night in New Orleans, then to Philadelphia, and then the road trip ends with the TNT game a week from tomorrow at Cleveland. Cavs have lost 3 in a row now, so the Celtics just 4.5 games out as they begin play tonight. And the Celtics 2 games in front of New York. Knicks blew out Sacramento last night and host Memphis tonight in a back-to-back for them.
Saw my boy today, Jeff Green.
Yep.
Who was here, and man, just happy to be around.
Celtics are playing well. They've won 4 in a row in the home white. They'll wear the home white tonight at home with the green letters and numbers. They'll go right to left. Houston wearing their road black uniforms, white letters and numbers, red trim. They will go left to right. Alperen Şengün and Kristaps Porzingis on the opening tap. Şengün wins it. It's in the hands of Amen Thompson, and away we go. Dylan Brooks steps across half court for the Rockets. They play with swagger, and they play hard on the defensive end. Şengün standing on the three-point line. Cornett watches him. Hand off to Thompson. Thompson has Cornett on the switch. Starts his drive. Cross-court pass, Jalen Green against Drew Holiday. Shot clock down to 4. Green goes right around Holiday, but gets gobbled up by the Twin Towers of Cornett and Porzingis in the paint. Shot block, Tatum the rebound. Outlet, Porzingis. Quick 3. Got it.
Man, that was 6 feet behind the three-point line. They don't give you extra for half court, do they?
They don't, although might be coming. Fred VanVleet, bounce entry, Şengün, no flip shot from the free throw line is good.
Man.
This dude is fun to watch, like a mini Jokic. 3-2 Boston, Jaylen Brown first touch against Jalen Green at the mid-block. Here's that left-hand dribble, spins, fades at 12, swish.
Tough shot, hand in the face. Ain't a lot you can do about that.
5-2 is the early Boston lead. High-scoring first quarter in the game in Houston, then Celtics just choked the life out of the Houston offense after that first quarter. Jalen Green picked up by Tatum, push pass in the corner. Thompson, slow dribble, puts it to the floor. Pump fake on Porzingis, reverse it up, crazy shot, air ball, rebound Porzingis, who just never took the pump fake. Why? Because he's 7'2". Porzingis down the middle of the floor, trying to hand off to Cornett, got deflected off Cornett, out of bounds. Houston will get it. That was a tough pass by Porzingis.
Porzingis wanted to take one more dribble and be under control.
Jalen Green for Fred VanVleet. Everyone made fun of this signing. VanVleet steps to his right, 3 rims out, the rebound for Tatum. Quick outlet for Jaylen Brown. But VanVleet has been the perfect guy for Houston. Jaylen Brown at the mid-block, spins, falls away at 12, and hits again. That shot was even tougher. Just going to keep testing it until he gets out of his range. 7-2. Celtics have played well against these Ime Rockets. Winning the first 3 times they faced them. Şengün has some room, steps to that free throw line. Holiday closes on him, so he hands to VanVleet. Step back, 18-footer. Cornett got a piece. Rebound gobbled up by Jaylen Brown in the quarter. Celtics by 5 on the ball.
Mismatch for the paint.
Jaylen Brown lobs it on the inside. Cornett against VanVleet. VanVleet, he pulled the rug, and as Cornett was already going down, he made sure that he pulled Cornett down to get his money's worth.
I'm loving the Celtics vision so far, to see that mismatch in the paint.
I don't know if Fred VanVleet is the greatest undrafted player in NBA history, but he's certainly the wealthiest.
And that won't be for so long.
Inbound comes to Drew Holiday. Steps to the left elbow. Bounce pass in the pocket for Cornett, coming strong around Şengün. Lays it up and in. 6 straight for the Celtics, and they're off to a 9-2 start. They had not been getting off to good starts at home. Jalen Green Leans into a left side three. Bounces around and a rebound for Tatum. Quick outlet, Jalen up the right side. Pulls up on Jalen Green. Thought about trying to draw some contact. Instead takes the bounce entry back from Tatum. Spins on Jalen Green. Handoff Cornette, who dives in. Misses the layup off the window. Wow. That's a tough one that he couldn't finish. Jalen Green, bounce pass cross court, fielded by Dylan Brooks. Good look at a three, swish. Big swing. Cornette missed the layup, would have put the Celtics up 11-2. Now their lead is down to 4. And the Rockets get a second score. Somebody who can really shoot. That's what they don't have. Porzingis in the paint, bumps Şengün away and flips it up and in. Porzingis has looked as good the last 2 weeks as maybe I've ever seen it.
Just taking his time, getting where he wanted to go, and he said, hey, I got to get in some shape here.
11-5, Boston by 6. Jalen Green hounded by Holiday, lost it, has it back. Backs it out near half court. Gets the Şengün screen, floats it back to Şengün. He's got a pretty good look. Set shot three, no good. Back iron, rebound. Porzingis got pulled out of the paint. Dylan Brooks comes up with it, steps to his right, misses the first shot, and the rebound will result in an offensive rebound. A loose ball foul committed by Holiday on Amen Thompson. Thompson arguing he wants to shoot, but as Max will tell you, you got to have 2 hands on the ball. Although he was shooting, he was tapping that ball in. But again, only had the 1 hand on it.
1 hand on it, that's not control. And then next time they'll come down and going, 1 hand on it is control. Make your mind up, guys.
Van Vliet, inbound to Jalen Brown. Jalen Green, hand back to Van Vliet. Right hand dribble. Holiday trying to chase him. Şengün steps to the free throw line. That soft jumper is no good. Back iron. Porzingis deflects the rebound instead of grabbing it, but it ends up in the hands of Cornette. Celtics by 6 on the ball. Jalen Brown on Jalen Green. Goes left side to Tatum. Tatum really hasn't been involved here. He's got a couple of rebounds, gotten some breaks started. Tatum steps to his left, bounce pass for Porzingis. Pretty good look at a three, swish. Oh, not fair when he's playing like that.
Pick and roll, pick and pop from 25 away.
8 for Porzingis already. Driving right side, Thompson fouled by Porzingis, and this time he will get free throws.
Thompson is a driver. And if you are Porzingis, you got to make him just back away. Take that extra step so you can cut him off.
This is a franchise piece here in Amen Thompson. Could they make a move at the deadline? They've got a lot of extra parts that don't get to play now, like Jayshawn Tate. Is there an opportunity to make a big move? Because I don't think they're that far away. Thompson gets the free throws, 14-7. Is the Boston lead up by a touchdown. Minute number 5. Hey, we got a Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl again. Yay. Tatum, right-hand dribble, chased by Dylan Brooks down the right side. Şengün waiting. Tough wraparound pass tried by Tatum, and it's stolen by Şengün. It looked like he was out of bounds, but they don't call it. Bounce pass lead. Jalen Green laps it up for Amen Thompson, who flies over everyone, including Porzingis, and throws it down with 2 hands.
Cast can't fly, man. I'm not running up and down. This is an athlete, bro.
14-9. They just fit what the NBA is now. Celtics by 5. Jalen Brown moving to his right. He's got a clean look at a straightaway three. Swish. Oh, Jalen shooting it great here. And the best buddy cop movie in the NBA, Porzingis and Jalen Brown setting the tone early. Celtics lead 17-9.
Tatum had to have a look at this thing here.
Cornette missed that layup. It's the only shot the Celtics have missed in 8 tries. Jalen Green hounded by Tatum. Kick out Van Vliet. Goes left wing Dylan Brooks against Cornette. Cornette hand down, so Dylan Brooks takes the 3 and hits it. A couple of threes for Dylan Brooks here in the early going. 17-12. He made not calling timeout. It's a young team, but they don't panic. Jalen Brown dribbles behind his back. Dylan Brooks dogging him. Jalen Brown spins away behind the Cornette screen. Finds Cornette. Diving to the basket. 2-hand slam. Over Thompson. This is as efficient offensively as you're going to see against the Houston Rockets here. 19 points for the Celtics on 9 shots.
Is Tatum even playing in this game?
And he has not taken a shot yet. Has 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Jalen Green moves to the left corner. Van Vliet shovel pass in the paint. Şengün got away with a travel. Kicks out to Brooks. 3 is good. That's a big one. Porzingis pulled the rug, and it looked like Şengün came down with that third foot. Dylan Brooks has 9. Holiday drives Cornette, swings it at Tatum. Here's his first shot. It's a deep 3. It's no good. Long rebound. Porzingis chases it, throws it off Dylan Brooks. Out of bounds. Great hustle play by Porzingis, and he is smiling ear to ear. So the Rockets take a big punch from the Celtics early, but they knock down some shots and only trail by 4. 5:46 to go, opening quarter at the Garden. Boston 19, Houston 15 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize. And turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won. Goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. Know and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Pearl Vision knows that the new year brings new resolutions. But how many of those goals do we actually keep? Hitting the gym? Ugh. Sticking to a diet? No thanks. But getting your eyes checked? That's easy. Visit pearlvision.com to schedule an eye exam and get a new pair of glasses to see clearly and look your best. Pearl Vision accepts all major vision plans, including iMed and VSP.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5, thesportshub.com.
Well, we talk about these teams being elite defensively, but offense is the story so far. Houston not shooting well, but they are from 3. Dylan Brooks 3 for 3, keeping the Rockets within 4, 19-15. Celtics are 8 of 10 to begin the game. Porzingis and Jaylen Brown 6 for 6 for 15 points.
Moving the ball, being effective, attacking the rim, seeing matchups that they're trying to go at. There's another sighting coming in now. Tillman coming in the game.
Yeah, Tillman gets the early entry tonight. Remember, the Celtics playing without Hauser and Derek White, so substitution patterns will change, and you're going to get early Queta, early Tillman here, and Peyton Pritchard in there with Holiday and Jaylen Brown. Tatum, Porzingis, and Cornette come out midway through the first quarter with the Celtics leading by 4. Back in the Amica Insurance broadcast booth, Grandy and Max. Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about Amica's award-winning customer service. He may talked about Peyton Pritchard quite a bit before the game. How much he loves that attitude of continue to be mad if you're not playing. Holiday steps to his right. He's got a clean look. Hesitated just a second, and he missed the shot. Off the back iron rebound, Dylan Brooks. Van Vliet, quick push into the left corner. Here's Tari Eason driving on Tillman. Throws it too tall for Dylan Brooks. Can he save it from going into backcourt? He can to Şengün. And the Rockets keep it with 11 to shoot. Şengün, left side against Queta. 2 dribbles, gets in very deep, and a little jump hook, though, comes up short. Tillman, though, can't grab the rebound. Pritchard, great hustle play to save it. Into the hands of Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown looking for an opening on a much smaller Fred Van Vliet. Uses the body, draws some contact, steps away at 18, knocks down another shot, score and the foul. Now, we've seen nights this month where Jaylen Brown looks like a shell of himself. Tonight, he looks like the whole real deal and then some.
Time just went to the free throw line, elevated, contact in, and what you have, Van Vliet had his hands all over him. Hit him with the body, and he just said too small.
Jaylen Brown has hit 4 shots, each one tougher than the last.
That's the same. Tougher than the last one.
Van Vliet will come out, so will Jalen Green. Aaron Holiday will play against his brother here briefly. Jaylen Brown makes the free throw, so he's still perfect. 22-15, Celtics by 7. Jaylen Brown 4 for 4 from the floor, 3 for 3 from 2, 1 for 1 from 3, and 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Dillon Brooks straight away behind the Şengün screen. Moves to his left. Meanwhile, Jalen just trying to fight through that Şengün screen. Ends up committing the foul. We got a little real Jalen after the game in our conversation in Dallas on Saturday.
I tweeted that out.
Did you really? I can see that. I got to be like you. I got to get like a staff of people who tweet things for me. Şengün or Aaron Holiday, left-hand dribble with Pritchard right on his shoulder. Holiday gets in deep, jumps into the paint. They're calling a foul. Did a Holiday reach in or was it Pritchard?
Just waiting for these guys to jump up and try to knock the ball out of the rim like Kevin Garnett and hurt themselves.
No, it was Holiday. Yeah, he tried to reach out for the ball and he ended up poking his brother in the face. That's probably not the first time that's happened. Tari Eason dribbles to the left elbow, pulls up on Keita, but he misses the jumper. Offensive rebound. Thompson jumping out of the gym. Jumped over Drew Holiday, grabbed it, and threw it back down.
How about for the body with?
Love this kid. 22-17, Boston by 5. Jaylen Brown keeps it away from Eason, goes to Tillman. Slot drive. Tillman just exposed the ball and it was stripped clean by Van Vliet. Loose ball picked up by Aaron Holiday. He's got some options here. Zips it down low where it is. Dropped in the paint by Eason, but he's got it back. No look kick out to Dillon Brooks, who hits again. Dillon Brooks now 4 for 4 from 3, and Houston is within 2. 22-20. Wow.
A couple of rebounds and a couple of loose balls. Celtics just didn't bring it to the body.
Now, the oldest 30-year-old in NBA history, Steven Adams, will check in. Max does not believe it. He's a Steven Adams birther.
Cutting open. Let's see the rings in his body. Like a tree.
Playing a lot of big games over the years. A lot of Western Conference playoff games. Pritchard, push pass into the corner. Drew Holiday challenged by Aaron Holiday. Steps back in the left corner. 3, though, rims out. He wanted that one. And the rebound ends up in the hands of Ahmed Thompson. Thompson, push pass for Dillon Brooks. Tillman holds his ground. Brooks spins, drives, leans in, runs it off the window. That won't go. Finally misses one, and the rebound for Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday into the front court. Steven Adams close to him, floats it down low, caught by Jaylen Brown. Turner flips it up, no good, falling down. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Keita. Jaylen Brown wanted a foul there. Houston will get it with a chance to tie or better.
That was a tough shot then. Going away from the rim, felt like he got hit with the body as he went up.
Aaron Holiday walks it across half court. Little handoff for Ahmed Thompson. Keita waiting for him at 12 feet, so the kick back out. Aaron Holiday, pretty good look. Straightaway 3, swish, and the Rockets have the lead. What a turnaround. 8 straight here for Houston. 23-22. Rockets coming off 2 straight wins over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now we're up 9 minutes in on the Celtics. Jalen steps to his left. His 3 is no good. Back iron. Ahmed Thompson the rebound. Now the Celtics offense has come back down to earth. Lead for Ahmed Thompson. Elevates, switches to the left hand, spins it off the window and in. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. Rockets doing it in transition. 10 straight, and they've got the lead. 2:51 to go. Opening quarter at the Garden. Houston 25, Boston 22 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
Your vision benefits just got even better. Now at Pearl Vision, provide your updated prescription from your new eye exam and get 40% off lenses. Their eye care experts are ready to help you find the perfect pair of glasses that suit your style. Don't wait. Your new look is just a visit away. And they accept all major vision plans. Find your nearest location at pearlvision.com. Some restrictions and exclusions may apply. See participating stores for details.
I'm Jennifer Garner. You may know me from my other job, but I'm a business owner too. Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card because it makes everything we do even more rewarding. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. And unlimited double miles on every purchase means we earn more too. And when we travel, we get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet?
Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/VentureXBusiness.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won. Goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. Know and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
10 straight for the Rockets. They lead by 3. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Easy Media Group Station.
Grady and Max in the Amica Insurance broadcast booth, where we may have some company right beneath us here. Celtics trailing by 3 now. Jaylen Brown behind the back, bounce pass. Tillman does not look at the rim. Hands to Drew Holiday. Drew tiptoes back behind the line, takes a handoff back from Tillman. Bounce pass for Tillman, coming strong, goes to the left hand. That might have been blocked at the rim by Amen Thompson. And there comes Tari Eason. Eason challenged by Jaylen Brown, picks up his dribble. Finds Aaron Holiday. Holiday down the left side, Pritchard in front of him, long cross court. In the hands of Eason is 3 as well. That's one thing he doesn't do well. Rebound comes to Steven Adams. Adams pulls it away from 2 Celtics and gets stripped to the ball by Tillman. And there comes Pritchard, keeping it away from Holiday, getting dogged and eventually fouled.
That's what you love about watching more and more Peyton Pritchard. His ball handling. His ball handling is getting better and better as the season's gone on.
He's got to be big tonight because this is the Amica Insurance broadcast booth right with Grady and Max. I got to see what I'm doing here. I'm not really good with this, but right beneath us, look right there, you see Sam and Derek. So they really are out, I guess is the point. 25-22, Eddie Palladino about to announce 2 minutes remaining here in the quarter. See? Pritchard finds Tatum, straight away 3, way off, wide left, misses everything. And it'll be Rockets ball.
It's like he just wanted a shot then. They didn't have a prayer going on.
This is normally where you get a scoop from these guys, like how long they're going to be out or whatever.
I'll try to get to that in a minute.
25-22, Houston by 3 on the ball. Celtics have stopped scoring since Porzingis left the game. Down the right side, Thompson knocks Jordan Walsh away, flips it up with the right hand and scores. And the run continues, 12 straight for Houston, and they lead by 5. Thompson and Brooks have combined for 22 here in the first quarter. Tatum, right-hand dribble, over-the-shoulder pass, finds Tillman. Now Tatum right side against Tari Eason. Celtics have gone nearly 4 minutes without scoring here now. Tatum drives, throws out to the left wing. Tillman is open, 3 in the air. Nope, and the rebound belongs to Eason. Eason keeps it away from Jordan Walsh, races up the front court. Scoop pass for Thompson, trying to slam it on the alley-oop. Tillman got in the way, going to make him earn it at the free throw line.
That kid got some rockets in his legs, man. No pun intended, bro. Woo. Talking about getting up, elevating.
Now you got Houston healthy, except for Cam Whitmore, who's under the weather. Getting the Celtics team tonight playing without Derek White and Sam Hauser. Playing that always dreaded first home game after the long Western trip. Celtics, as you know, 5-6 in their last 11 home games after going 50-6 in the previous 56. First free throw for Thompson's good.
What about Thompson? Good stroke from the free throw line.
Celtics' last bucket was with 5:04, that three-point play for Jaylen Brown. So we're nearly 4 minutes now, 4 full minutes without the Celtics scoring. Free throw's good. 14-0 Houston run. Go from down 7 to up 7. 29-22. Pritchard dogged along the sidelines. Ball knocked away from him by Aaron Holiday. Celtics keep it. Minute 12 to go in the quarter. Body language not great here. Celtics get roared out of the gate tonight, and there was no panic in the Rockets or an Ime. They just played right through it. Pritchard steps into an open three and knocks it down. That was a little careless. Aaron Holiday pulled away from Pritchard. That ends the run. Celtics go 4 minutes and 4 seconds without scoring, but they only trail by 4, 29-25. Jalen Green, bounce pass. Steven Adams bumps Queta. Pump fake. Jordan Wall stops the ball, can't get it away, so it throws out to the corner where a stop and start travel called on Thompson, and the Celtics will get it back.
Thompson does not even look at the rim from the outside. He wants to be in that paint. That's an old school player with some new school hops.
2 for 1 here for the Celtics. Pritchard hits half court with about 41 seconds remaining in the quarter. Celtics trailing by 4. Pritchard spins away. Tries the right corner. He's closed on, so he throws it all the way out to Tatum. Shot clock at 7. 2 for 1 is gone here. Tatum steps to his left, forces the three late in the shot clock, misses it badly. Offensive rebound, Queta. Turns towards the rim, gets triple team, throws a bounce pass out to Pritchard. Pritchard switches to the left hand, drives on Holiday, gets to the dotted line, finds Tillman open in the corner. 3, rims out, rebound punched in the air. Houston's got it. Thompson with 10 seconds to go. Thompson races past Tatum, scoops, and scores. It just squirreled over the iron. But it leaves the Celtics 4 seconds. Long lead. Queta steps away from everybody and lays it in. So Houston doesn't manage the clock. They give up 2 points, but the Celtics leave 1.9 on there. Steven Adams looking to throw a touchdown pass into the front court. It's caught. Shot is in the air. Good if it goes, but Easton misses everything. That's a wild first quarter. Will come to an end. Celtics hot early with Porzingis and Jaylen Brown combining to make their first 7 shots. Then Dylan Brooks kept Houston in it, knocking down all 4 of his threes. That turned it around. A 14-0 run for the Rockets late in the quarter. They went from down 7 to up 7. It's a 4-point game at the end of 1. Houston 31, Boston 27 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
At Hotels.com, we know some travelers crave sand between their toes. Others want to be poolside with a drink on the way. And more often than not, those two people end up in a relationship. With the Hotels.com app, compare properties side by side across amenities like pool and ocean view. Compromise isn't so bad when you're holding a Mai Tai by a pool with an ocean view, agreeing that, yeah, this is better than finding sand in awkward places for 3 days. Book now in the Hotels.com app and find your perfect somewhere.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
After you use Bounce Dryer sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll put a sheet on your every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Put a sheet on your or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Put a sheet on your maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry, put a sheet on it with Bounce.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won. Goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. Know and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
First quarter is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and Ford F-Series, the #1 ceiling pickup and #1 trucking brand loyalty. Second quarter begins with the Celtics trailing 31-27. Peyton Pritchard out on the left side against Jalen Green. Gets a little Tatum screen, gives himself a clean look. Straightaway 3 is good.
Good pick being set by Tatum to get that ISO separation.
Both teams have made 5 threes, 31-30. Houston lead back down to a single point. Thompson gets a screen, races down the right side, shovel pass to Steven Adams for the two-hand slam, and Pritchard with his arms in the air like I just got mowed out of the way and you didn't call it. 33-30. Houston by 3. 9 assists on their 12 field goals. Celtics have just 5 assists on their 12. Peyton Pritchard gets a Tatum screen. Thompson in front of him. Pritchard backs it out. Bounce pass for Tatum against Jalen Green. Tatum at the elbow, kicks in the left corner. Pretty good look for Jordan Walsh, but the three is no good. Celtics have had some guys open in that spot, Tillman and Jordan Walsh, but they have not made the Rockets pay for leaving them open. Cornette comes to help Jordan Walsh, pinning a man along the sideline. But a bounce pass, Adams back to Jalen Green. Return to Adams. Flip shot for the mid-block is up and good.
Good floater again by Adams.
Back-to-back buckets for Steven Adams, 35-30. And a long rest here for Şengün. Houston extending their lead. Peyton Pritchard deep in the left side. Jaden Springer getting some runs. So Springer, Walsh, and Tillman have all played here in the first half. Peyton Pritchard goes left side. Pretty good look for Tatum. Three is way off. Wide left. And a rebound for Steven Adams. Tatum is 0 for 4.
Not even close, though.
Jayshawn Tate, hand to Aaron Holiday, turns the corner, gets to the elbow. His floater from 12 feet is no good. Rebound, Steven Adams. Stripped to the ball by Springer, and here comes Tatum. Oh, he got fouled by Holiday. They don't call that. They call it the second time. My goodness, Tatum is frustrated. He almost slammed the ball down. How they missed the first one, I have no idea.
Houston fouls on number 0, Aaron Holiday. That's his second personal foul.
I mean, it was almost an intentional foul. It was almost a take foul by Aaron Holiday.
Tatum was rolling, and all of a sudden, you just didn't make that call. Frustration.
Inbound, Pritchard up fakes the three, gets it back from Cornette. Zips it back to Cornette in the paint, and he gets fouled. Smart decision by Peyton Pritchard. Will get Luke Cornette some free throws. Ime was sort of barking at the officials, too, and, you know, he's very shy about his opinion when it comes to the officials.
Pretty good foul then on Luke. They kind of ambushed him. Hit him in the face. Roddy chopped him.
You tell the people down here to keep it down near our booth.
They're workers here. They're visitors.
Luke Cornette. Just the first free throw. Hey, Kara. Could you tell your guys to keep it down? We're trying to do a broadcast over here. I don't know if you can, you know. Yeah, this is our fancy camera. We can broadcast the game and, you know, stream video at the same time. We're multitasking here. After the free throws, 35-32, Houston by 3. And the Rockets have turned it over. Offensive foul. Aaron Holiday gets called again. He got away with a couple earlier. Now they're making up for it. Cornette's free throws made it 35-32. That is the 4th Houston turnover.
See if he gets the Tatum. Jason Tatum gets a chance to score. That's the mystery about this game so far.
Rockets' last win in Boston, February 29th, 2000. Over the shoulder pass, Jason Tatum for Jordan Walsh. Kicks in the corner, Jaden Springer up fakes. Tiptoes the baseline. Adams is waiting, so he circles back into the paint. Thought about it. Now instead, bounce pass back out to Tatum. 4 on the shot clock. Tatum draws a double team. Bounce pass left corner. 3 for Springer is no good, but it won't matter. They're calling a foul. Moving screen on Cornette that knocks somebody down. Steven Adams. That must have been a heck of a screen if it knocked down Steven Adams.
You can knock down an oak tree. Pretty good.
It's actually, it was Tate that he bumped into, and then Tate ran into Steven Adams. Porzingis will come back. He got off to the 3-for-3 start. He couldn't miss. And the Celtics get the minutes from Tillman. They get the minutes from Jordan Walsh. Springer stays out there with Cornette, Tatum, Porzingis, and Pritchard. Different rotations tonight with, as those of you streaming the video saw, with Derek White and Sam Hauser sitting out with us. Turn to the corner, Jalen Green gets the screen. Open 3, no good. Rebound comes right to Cornette. Celtics -2 on the glass here in the first half, trailing by 3, 35-32. Peyton Pritchard. And away from the ball, Cornette gets jostled and fouled.
Houston fouls on number 8, Jayshawn Tate. That's his second, third.
Devin Brooks coming back in this game. He's been really effective shooting the 3 ball.
Tatum over the shoulder pass. Porzingis, another good look. Straightaway three. This dude can't miss right now. Are you serious?
Toss him,
11 for Porzingis on 4 shots, and the Celtics have come from 7 down to tie it. Pulling up 12 feet, Van Vliet, jumper no good, rebound. Pritchard gets a little help from a Porzingis screen on Steven Adams and steals another defensive rebound. Pritchard in the front court, finds Tatum straight away. He wants to go to Porzingis, who wants it here against Van Vliet. At the elbow, Porzingis one step in, finds Springer, open in the corner, rocks the three, nope, and the rebound on the weak side. Pritchard got fouled by Dylan Brooks. Oh my goodness, they went the other way.
Yeah, called the other way.
Ooh, that's going to be a rough one. Fans are already booing. Wait till they put this on the Jumbotron. Oh, my goodness. Pritchard had his hands on Dylan Brooks, and that's what they called, but then Brooks followed through and knocked Pritchard down. He made contact to the head, which they could almost look at if they wanted to.
Whacked him across the face.
All right, tie score is 35. Well, Jalen Green turned his hand over on it, got away with it. Bounce pass for Tari Eason, steps into a left side three and hits it. That's going to irritate the paying customers even more. Easton missed his first 3 shots until that one, 38-35. Houston, not a great three-point shooting team, but 6 of 12 to begin the game. Pritchard down the right side, shovel pass, a bad one, knocked away, pinballs, and Porzingis has it. That saves a turnover for Pritchard. Porzingis turns on Dylan Brooks, gets 10 feet, rises into contact, shot is open, gets his own rebound, and with one hand, he throws it, catapults it through the rim.
I think that might have got Kristaps Porzingis a technical here. It did. They're going right into the face.
And Porzingis with his palms in the air, playing to the crowd that loves every minute of it. Jalen Green will shoot the technical. They still have not given us any idea why on earth they called the technical.
Well, once he dunked the ball, he went into the chest of Brooks.
And ball don't lie. As the crowd will tell you, Jalen Green misses the technical. And that was Porzingis was styling because he made the dunk, but that was an inadvertent collision with Dylan Brooks. That was a lot to happen in that sequence, but Porzingis is lights out right now. 38-37, Houston by 1. Now Jaylen Brown picking up the energy. Dogging Jalen Green, ends up putting a hand on him and fouling him in the backcourt. Second team foul on the Celtics here in the quarter. I told you I love this game. It's game of the night in the league, and this has got a feel to it.
An old school feel to it. Both teams right now giving no quarter. Very, very physical basketball. Şengün comes back in. You know how he is physically.
Jalen Green down the left side, runs into Porzingis, and they're calling a foul.
Now, how many fouls on Porzingis? 2 now?
That's his third. With 7:45 to go in the first half.
Yeah, now you got some questions here in the Celtics. We want Porzingis in.
Well, I'll tell you how the free throws went.
But that Brooks, man, he walks like the guy in the middle of in the park late at night.
Jalen Green gets 1 of 2. So we're at 39-37. Rockets by 2. 7:39 to go in the first half. Jaylen Brown, pump fake, turns, another crazy tough shot. Banks it, no good. Offensive rebound, Cornet, and he is fouled by Şengün. And the physicality of both teams is resulting in a lot of fouls. That is 17 personal fouls now, and haven't even played a quarter and a half.
Quarter and a half, and again, Jason Tatum has not scored.
Jaylen Brown, baseline extended. 2 dribbles into the paint, push pass out to Pritchard. He's going to put it to the floor, spin it back out to Porzingis. Another 3, finally misses to the rebound for Van Vliet. That time he had a guy in his face. Diagonal lead, shovel pass into the corner. Dylan Brooks challenged by Porzingis, puts it to the floor, drives on him, kick back to Tari Eason, corner 3, no good, rebound Pritchard. Dylan Brooks has to drive into Porzingis there and try to get that 4th foul. But what do I know? Pritchard, right-hand dribble on Tari Eason. Looking to bring it back out, does so to Tatum. Can Tatum get on the board here? Left-hand dribble. Tatum pull up on Jalen Green. 12-footer. Nope, not here. And the rebound for Eason. Tatum is 0 for 5. He has not scored. Shovel pass back to Van Vliet. Keeps it away from Tatum. Moves to Jalen Green down the right side. Pritchard helps to the kick out. Gives Dillon Brooks another corner three. It's no good. Rebound tapped over in by Şengün. That was just a bad break. Cornette had inside-out position, but the ball hit the rim in extra time and bounced to Şengün, who lays it up and in. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. 6:40 to go, first half. Houston 41, Boston 37 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won. Goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. No and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said Maraca, senor, but his nose said, hey, freshest scent ever. Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring Gain scent beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, sir, your scent maracas smell amazing. You could call them scent maracas, but most noses call them Gain scent beads. Try Gain scent beads, way fresher than detergent alone.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Granny Max back at the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Celtics basketball presented by Brex. Proud to be the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics. Brex cards help over 25,000 companies make every dollar count. Learn more at Brex.com/grow. Rockets lead has not grown. It's still 41-37 with 6:40 to go in the first half. And this is happening with Jason Tatum scoreless. Jason Tatum's had, there were rough nights offensively. There were nights. I don't remember him going this far into a game without scoring.
Well, I mean, he's just kind of he's looking for a shot and can't find him. Matter of fact, he's out the game now. You're taking him out the game.
Celtics will go with Holiday back in, Pritchard, Brown, Queta, Cornette as the five on the floor. Van Vliet, Eason, Şengün, Brooks, and Thompson for Houston. 41-37. Celtics came out roaring out of the gate. 22 points in the first half of the first quarter, just 15 cents. Jaylen Brown pull up 17 feet, jumper, bounces out, rebound punched in the air. Dillon Brooks able to tap it to Şengün. Fred Van Vliet, long lead pass, Tari Eason, long two, nope, and the rebound offensively for Şengün. Kick out, clean look, Dillon Brooks, that is his 5th three of the first half. And a 7-point lead, the largest for the Rockets. They've scored 6 straight. Pritchard puts in the hands of Jaylen Brown. Dillon Brooks, an average three-point shooter, but not tonight. 5 of 6. Jaylen Brown, bodied by Dillon Brooks. Gives it up to Drew Holiday. Shot clock is at 4. Drew Holiday drives, flips it with the right hand and scores. He got in just deep enough to give himself a good look. Drew Holiday also had not scored. He and Tatum had combined for 25 minutes without a single point. Until that, 44-39, Houston by 5. Who was your player before the game that you picked? Şengün, bumping with Queta. Crazy. Tatum scoreless. Kick to the corner. Eason, clean look at a three. Got it. And that new Celtics defense of controlling the paint and not the three-point line is backfiring here. They're 8 of 16. The Rockets are. They lead by 8. Cornette and to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard sees an opening, gets to the free throw line, over the shoulder pass. Drew Holiday attacks Dillon Brooks, and to Queta. Queta turns the corner, crazy jump hook, bounces in, but wipe it away, offensive foul. Fend-off on Queta.
No asking, offensive foul.
Well, this is like the Commanders yesterday. As soon as anytime they did anything good, there was a flag.
That's in the face.
So a chance for Houston to take a double-digit lead. Celtics, as you know, have already trailed by 10 more times this year than they had all last year. Dillon Brooks, though, missed the three. And the rebound for Jaylen Brown. Boston down by 8. 4:40 to go first half. Jaylen Brown, nasty step back on Dillon Brooks, but he misses the three. Rebound knocked away from Şengün. Cornette dives to the floor, but Eason comes out of the pack with it. Lead pass deflected, Dillon Brooks. Drop back to Eason, return to Dillon Brooks. Puts to the floor, steps into the baseline. Diagonal kick out, Van Vliet. Up fakes on Cornette. Shovels it to Dillon Brooks. Another three. Bounces out, rebound Cornette. But his pass out deflected and stolen by Eason. Eason, kick out, Van Vliet, open three, got it. And again, the Celtics trail by double figures, and that was a bad break where Cornette had to get rid of it because he was falling out of bounds, and he threw it away. And Jaylen Brown stepping to his left, bumped and fouled by Dillon Brooks. I'll bet you $1 million he doesn't go to help Jaylen Brown up.
Jaylen Brown kind of grabbing at his mouth here.
The only thing the Celtics have going for them is the Rockets are over the limit with 4:01 to go in the first half.
Brooks doesn't mind. He doesn't mind giving up those fouls. He doesn't mind taking one for the team. Crank it up a little bit on the defensive end. We talked about the glass. We know what Şengün can do, but now they're hitting shots from the three-point line. You must control that three-point line also as Brown makes the first for two.
It is crazy to think that with 35 games left, Celtics have already trailed by 10. 19 times this year when they only trailed 17 times all last year.
Ken Pritchard coming out of this game. Tatum coming back in this game. It's the only thing is Jason Tatum's going to score in this particular half.
Celtics have scored 17 points in the last 13 and a half minutes. Jaylen Brown missed the free throw. 50-40, Houston by 10 on the ball. They've won 8 of their last 10. They are second in the Western Conference. They just knocked off the Cavs in back-to-back games. Green switches to the left hand, attacks blocked by Porzingis. Quick punch before he falls out of bounds into the hands of Jaylen Brown. Diagonal lead for Tatum. Ahead to Drew Holiday. Clean look. Right side three. Got it.
Never got back in this game. He's still on the floor over here. He's in pain. Who is that? Yeah.
We can't tell from our angle because you can't see anything from our angle, but the Rockets have an injured player. We'll update you on that when we return. 3:38 to go first half. Houston 50, Boston 43 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won. Goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. No and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million+ products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Celtics trail by 7, 50-43. That was Jalen Green who was down. for Houston. He was walking off on his own power, kind of testing his athleticism, hopping on both feet. He drove in, he got blocked by Cornette, and then that always dangerous play where you land, he kind of crumpled a little bit. Cornette blocked the shot, and Cornette sort of followed through after blocking the shot, hit Jalen Green in the head. Didn't look like a lot of contact, but the combination of getting hit when you're not expecting it and landing awkwardly.
Some critical minutes right now. I'd love somehow to get Porzingis out of this game before he picks up another foul.
Yeah, Porzingis has 3 fouls, but he's also been your best player with 13 points in 9 minutes.
Thompson has to get this ball and attack the rim.
Jason Tatum has not scored. Şengün at the elbow against Porzingis. Got to be careful. Şengün drives. Porzingis pulls the rug. Şengün stumbles, able to get it away to Thompson without traveling. Kick out Easton. Good look at a 3. No good. Rebound Jaylen Brown. Jalen looking up. He was looking for Tatum, but he being fronted by Van Vliet. So Jaylen Brown just puts it in his pocket. Now hands to Porzingis. Swung left side. Drew Holiday lobs an entry. Tatum catches. Bounce pass to the cutter. 2-hand slam for Cornette. Jason Tatum knew what he was going to do with that ball before it even landed in his hands.
When the double team came, he didn't try to force the shot up.
6 straight for the Celtics. They've cut the Houston lead to 5, 50-45. Thompson dribbles to the free throw line. Easy jumper, knocks it down.
Does have that.
This kid is a star, I'm telling you right now. 16 for Ahmed Thompson. And away from the ball, Ahmed Thompson hooks Porzingis and pulls him down. And remember, Houston is over the limit, so free throws for Porzingis here with 2:41 to go in the first half. I'm not sitting here, I'm not doing hot take theater, and I'm not sitting here boldly saying one of these crazy, like the Houston Rockets are going to win the West, and this is going to be the NBA Finals. But for this to be this crazy long shot, 40-1 long shot on the board to be the finals is ridiculous. It's very much when I don't really have any to give, but it's within, to say this is not within the realm of possibility.
I'll give you $1. Put it out there.
At 40-1?
Yeah.
All right, we'll call, listen, DraftKings, BetMGM, we'll split it up. You got to do 50 cents each.
Knock yourself out.
Yeah, there was a time we were first doing games together, this would have been the third rail, and now you almost have to do it to promote the sponsors. 52-47. Houston by 5 after the Porzingis free throws. Şengün, push pass left side for Dylan Brooks. Right-hand dribble towards the corner. Elbow jumper. Got it. Dylan Brooks. Are you serious here? 17 points on 6 of 11 shooting in 18 minutes. Drew Holiday for Porzingis against the much smaller Van Vliet. He's going to return to Holiday. He wants to repost. Holiday left-hand dribble drive in the paint. Kick out. Jalen fields it low. Rises high for 3.
Wow. Exactly. That's a bad pass. Had to catch that ball essentially off his shoelaces.
Great start for the Celtics tonight. Great finish to the first half. Middle was not very pretty, but they're within 4 here. Dylan Brooks down the left side, floats it with the right hand, no good. Porzingis grabs another rebound. Celtics can make it a 1-possession game with 1:49 to go in the first half. Drew Holiday finds Cornette. Bounce pass. Jaylen Brown catches, pump fake, flips it up, comes up short. Van Vliet and Şengün both save it from going out of bounds. Van Vliet exposed the ball, almost had it lost it to Cornette there. But he's able to get it across half court and find Şengün. Şengün bumps into Cornette, gets deep in the paint, draws a double team, kick to the right corner for the Tari Easton 3. That bounces off the top of the backboard and stays up there. Next to the shot clock. And Porzingis knows he's about to get called on here, so he's just watching as they punch it with the floor mop and knock it free.
Smart play here. Trying to get Porzingis out of this game so he won't pick up this other foul. I like this.
Jalen Green, by the way, did go to the Houston locker room. Strange night here. Jason Tatum is 0 for 5. Jalen Green is 0 for 4. They have combined, these two superstar offensive players have combined for 1 point in 29 minutes. 54-50. That's the Houston lead with 1:23 to go in the first half. Here is Tatum against Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks down in his defensive stance. Tatum waiting for the Queta screen. Queta peels away. Holiday sets it. Tatum over the shoulder pass. Holiday finds Queta. Baseline extended. Long cross court. Jaylen Brown's got it. Pump fake. Steps around him on Thompson into a 15-footer swish. Take what the defense gives you is what a friend of mine said.
Yep, just backing away.
Celtics have cut an 11-point deficit down to 2. 54-52. They led by 9 early, and now a 9-point advantage in this late second quarter run. Şengün, long cross court, not Dylan Brooks again, but the three is flat, and the rebound for Queta. Boy, Dylan Brooks getting any shot he wants. Celtics going for the 2-for-1 here, trailing by 2, 37 seconds to go, first half. Jaylen Brown, left-hand dribble, pulls up on Van Vliet, who punches the ball away, and then Jaylen is called for the reach-in foul. It stops a break, and the Celtics had a foul to give. So not the turnover's bad, but the foul was not.
No. You can deal with that foul in that situation, but wasn't a take foul. Just trying to reach in and get the basketball. Pritchard, your favorite half-court shooter, about to coming back in this basketball game.
He's going to come get Jaylen Brown because Jaylen also had, that was Jaylen's third foul. So Joe Mazzulla gets Porzingis and Jaylen Brown both with 3 fouls out of the game here with 33 seconds to go in the half. Could Jason Tatum go this whole half without scoring?
Yes.
30 seconds left. Fred VanVleet against Drew Holiday. Left-hand dribble behind the Şengün screen. Pretty good look at a 3. No good. Back iron. Long rebound. Houston's got it. And they will not be able to hold for the final shot because 14 on the shot clock. But I think they were late on the shot clock resetting it. So Tyler Ford immediately jumped in there to blow the play down. So we had 12 on the shot clock, 18.6 on the game clock. Amen Thompson against Queta. Steps to the free throw line. Bad kick out. Van Vliet has to save it and launch a crazy half-court shot that misses everything. So a shot clock violation will give the Celtics an opportunity to gather themselves with 6.6 to go in the half.
And everybody's thinking Pritchard. He's ready to get it.
Yeah, there's already a buzz in the building about it. Houston will get Jayshawn Tate in there for Şengün to defend. Porzingis is going to come back in here for a potential last shot.
Celtics number 8, Kristaps Porzingis replaces Luke Cornett.
And Ime Udoka knows that Pritchard has to be watched, so he sends Thompson over in front of him. Pritchard's got it. Here we go. 5 seconds to go. Pritchard cross half court. They're dogging him the whole way. Pritchard to the free throw line. Time winding down. Fall away. Crazy shot. No good. And Houston had it scouted perfectly, and that's why they'll have the lead going into the locker room. Coming up, Joe Murray scores from around the NBA. A very busy night and a great night of games on the NBA card. We have our Super Bowl matchup. You know that by now. We got some coaching news for the Patriots. They'll have all of it for you. Then back here in the second half, the dreaded first home game after the long Western trip going the way you'd think it would. Celtics trail the Rockets 54-52 at halftime on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Mom, what happens at the end of Goldilocks?
Well, the bears were too nice to kick Goldilocks out, but they wanted her to find her own place. So they told her about Redfin.
But I thought...
Redfin updates its listings every 2 minutes and gives personalized recommendations. So Goldilocks found something that was just right for her.
And lived happily ever after?
Yep, in a cute house by the beach, with no bears.
Download the Redfin app to get started. Equal Housing Opportunity, CADRE, number 01521930.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won. Goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. Know and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to Mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is the story of the one.
As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Jaylen Brown just puts it in his pocket. Now hands to Porzingis. Swung left side, Drew Holiday. Lobs an entry. Tatum catches. Bounce pass to the cutter. Two-hand slam for Cornette. Jason Tatum knew what he was going to do with that ball before it even landed in his hands.
When the double team came, he didn't try to force the shot up.
6 straight for the Celtics. They've cut the Houston lead to 5.
All right, welcome into Celtics halftime. I'm Joe Murray, and well, that was the player taking care of business in the first half, which is brought to you by Cambridge Savings Bank. Taking care of business with CSB, the bank that always makes you feel like their only customer. Visit CambridgeSavings.com or stop by a branch to start your relationship today. Member FDIC. Well, the Green hosting Ime Udoka and the Houston Rockets. And, well, the score right now, maybe not what you thought it was. 54-52. Good team the Rockets are. So far, 30-14 on the year, 15-6 on the road. Green, of course, playing their first game after their 3-1 West Coast road trip. Well, let's take a look at some of the scores here and some of the numbers here when it comes to the Boston Celtics. 0 points for Jason Tatum in the first half. We'll start there. 0 points in 17 minutes. He's 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 4 from downtown. Does have 5 assists, though. He's a plus 11, but 0 on the scoreboard. How about Kristaps Porzingis? He's been one of their hottest players since he's come off the injury list. He played 12 minutes, went 5 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 from downtown, 5 rebounds, including this basket.
Tatum over the shoulder pass. Porzingis, another good look. Straight away 3. This dude can't miss right now. Are you serious?
Jason Tatum.
11 for Porzingis on 4 shots, and the Celtics have come from 7 down to tie it.
Well, now he's got 15 points on 5 shots so far in the first half. Luke Cornette got the start. You heard that big slam coming out of the break here. He's got 8 first half points in this one, 2 turnovers though. And taking a look at the rest of the team, Peyton Pritchard, 14 minutes off the bench. He's 2 for 2 from downtown. He's got 6 points. While really no other contributions off the bench at the moment. Neemias Queta has 2 points. Tillman, he's gotten some action. He went 0 for 2 from downtown so far. And Drew Holiday, 16 minutes of action, 2 for 4 from the field. He does have 1 3 and 2 assists, but leading the way for the Green in the first half, it's Jaylen Brown, his 18 minutes. He's 6 of 12 from the field. He's got 2 threes, including this basket.
Holiday left-hand dribble drive in the paint, kick out. Jaylen fields it low, rises high for 3.
Wow. Exactly. That's a bad pass. Had to catch that ball essentially off his shoelaces.
That's really it for the Celtics. Hopefully they get a little bit of a spark here in the second half. But talking about the Rockets, Dylan Brooks, 5 for 9 from downtown. They need to defend him. Also, Amen Thompson. He's got 16 first half points in this one. The rest of everybody, though, Fred VanVleet only has 3 points. And, well, Tari Eason has 6 points off the bench. Steven Adams, the big man, he has 4. Rockets lead 54-52. We'll take a look at the NBA scoreboard and Sports Hub headlines coming up next. I'm Joe Murray here on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Mom, can you tell me a story?
Once upon a time, there was born a real estate brokerage that was also a magical app. They called it Redfin, and they're on a mission to get people the fairest deal of them all. With listing fees as low as 1%, Redfin agents charge half of what others often charge, so you have more money to put toward your dream home.
Could it be a gingerbread house?
If the witch wants to sell.
Download the Redfin app to get started. Fees subject to terms and minimums. Equal housing opportunity. CADRE number 01521930.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. all while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won. Goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. No and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Home of the Bees, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Well, scoreboards from around the league brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Headlines brought to you by Valvoline. It's an oil change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your next drive-through oil change at Valvoline. It's an oil change. Now open in Rainham, Reading, and in Braintree. I'm Joe Murray. The second half's next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Fans, sign up for the Ford F-150 first quarter contest presented by your New England Ford dealers at 985thesportshub.com today. If the home team is up by 15 at any point during the first quarter, a lucky contestant will win the opportunity to see a game from the Ford Sports Deck. Enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com.
Here's another reason why nobody around doesn't like Town Fair Tire. Guaranteed lowest prices. Town Fair's huge buying power allows them to pass the savings on to you. Go to townfairtire.com to see more reasons why nobody doesn't like Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Win some, lose some, but always be in the know. At DraftKings, we put your play and performance history all in one place with the My Stat Sheet tool. Get a breakdown of your recent activity with an overview of your deposits, withdrawals, contests, wagers, and more. Use My Stat Sheet to stay on top of your spending so you can stay on top of your game. Because when it comes to betting, it's more fun when it's for fun. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit rg.draftkings.com for more info.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Celtics Radio Network welcome the following new partners. FindMassMoney.gov. Did you know 1 in 10 people in Massachusetts have unclaimed property? FindMassMoney.gov is a free service from the Massachusetts State Treasurer's Office. Visit FindMassMoney.gov and see if you're on the list. Lexus. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer today. And Cambridge Savings Bank. Put Cambridge Savings Bank into your small business starting lineup today. From the home of the Celtics, thank you for joining our winning team.
I've just been feeling so sluggish lately. You should try the Metamucil 2-Week Challenge. The Metamucil 2-Week Challenge? Yeah, Metamucil 4-in-1 Fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Start your daily routine now, and in 2 weeks, you could be feeling great. Well, it's been 2 weeks. How you feeling? Lighter and feeling great.
If you want to feel lighter by promoting digestive health, sign up to take the 2-week challenge at Metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Whether you're a small, medium, or Fortune 100 company, NetSuite by Oracle is the leading cloud ERP, bringing accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR into one platform. NetSuite provides real-time insights and forecasting, allowing you to peer into the future and seize new opportunities. Grow profitably with NetSuite. Download the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning for free at netsuite.com/Celtics. That's netsuite.com/Celtics.
Yup, it's time to start preparing for another New England winter. So now may be the time to upgrade your home's insulation, electric water heaters, or even replace your windows before the cold weather gets here. With Clinton Savings Bank's 0 annual percentage rate heat loan, comfort takes on a whole new meaning. With interest-free financing up to $25,000 for energy-efficient home improvements. Apply today at clintonsavings.com.
Member FDIC, member DIF. Call 888-744-4272 for details about credit costs and terms. All loans subject to credit approval.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
Back at TD Garden with the Celtics trail the Rockets 54-52. We'll get to the second half for a second here on Move for Heather Night. This is a segment I'm honored to have it. I'm honored to have the conversation. It was also something I was dreading a little bit throughout the course of the day. Stephen Walker joins me now. Your wife, Heather, meant so much to so many people in this building tonight, and it's been an interesting time. And I see you walking around here tonight on her night, and I see you smiling ear to ear because of all the people that she touched. And the first thing I'm reminded of, and we're going to talk about what Move for Heather is and the reason you're here tonight and all of it, but when I think about her, I think about someone that lit up every room she walked into and made people smile like you are right now, even if you didn't want to.
Yeah, she sure did. She was just, every room she walked into, she light up and just made everybody feel special.
We lost Heather to, essentially, to brain cancer. It's more complicated than that, and you can take anyone's legacy a different way. And even before we lost her in that year, it was very clear she was going to dedicate what was left of her time to making the world a better place, as she always did beforehand, because of this. Tell everyone about Move for Heather and what you're hoping to accomplish.
Sure. So Move for Heather was just something that she had decided. She just wanted people to reach deep into their bucket list, find things that they were passionate about, and do it. Just keep moving forward. That was her big thing. Even though she was hit with such a horrible diagnosis, it was always keep moving forward. What can we do to help? How can we raise awareness? How can we raise more funds? And that's really what she was all about for the last 2 years of her life.
Tell people how they can get involved.
Sure.
A website to find, and
so
how they can, be involved.
Tonight was to benefit the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation, which is where I now continue to honor Heather and her drive to raise awareness funds and everything. And if people want to donate, they can go to the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation. They can go to Move for Heather. They can just Google it, and it will come up. You can go to Dana-Farber. We're on Dana-Farber's website. And to date, we've raised $765,000, and it's climbing.
It's an amazing accomplishment. We're just getting started with it, and you know that when everybody sees you smile, they smile because they're thinking of her, right?
Yeah, I do, and I can't thank this entire organization enough. People don't understand what amazing people you all are, and I cannot thank you enough.
The proudest I am to be the voice of this franchise is when we use the franchise to make the world a better place. It's that simple.
Absolutely.
Steve, it was great to see you, man.
You too, Sean. Thank you.
We'll have more on that, obviously, and how you can get involved throughout the course of the night. Second half begins with a quick jumper for Porzingis. Rockets have the ball in a 2-point lead as we get back to it here 30 seconds into the third quarter. Jalen Green took a tough tumble earlier, bounced past in the paint. Şengün dropped it out of bounds. This is going to be Houston ball. Celtics started to go back to play offense, and the call from the back official was it's going to be Houston ball. If you're just joining us, a wild swing. Celtics built a 9-point lead early, fell behind by as many as 11, a 20-point swing, and then the Celtics cut it to 2. Going into halftime, fans are seeing the replay, and it should have been Boston ball. Şengün, kick to the corner. Thompson open for 3. This is a superstar player, and if you don't know, you better call somebody. He's got 19 on 7 of 8 shooting. 57-52. Tatum did not score in the first half, but he has now as he gets a very friendly bounce on a fall-away 16-footer.
Maybe that's the key to open the door for him.
57-54, Houston by 3. Amen Thompson for Şengün. Şengün has been harassed by Cornette again tonight, has not put up anywhere near his normal numbers. Jalen Green turns the corner, loses Jaylen Brown for the second, steps back into a jumper. Jaylen Brown punches it away, blocks the shot. Aaron taps it back to Drew Holiday. Drew spinning in the paint, throws it out to the wing where nobody is waiting, and it goes out of bounds.
Wow, great hustle there by Brown. Gets a block shot, keeps the basketball alive. Wow, that was nice.
Talking about the block by Jaylen Brown. Şengün, again, trouble with Kornet. Fumbles it in the paint. Kornet has done his study and kicked to the corner. Thompson over the Porzingis contest. It's no good. Talk about a reversal of roles. Jaylen Brown into the paint. Shovels it back out to Tatum on the wing. Celtics down by 3 early third quarter. Tatum against Van Vliet. 3 dribbles with the left hand. Now starts his drive, put it out too far in front of himself, but he's able to catch up to it in the corner. Shot clock down to 5. Tatum turns, gets to the elbow. Fall away. No good. Rebound. Eludes Kornet and Porzingis both somehow and gets to Ahmed Thompson. Finds the trailer. Dylan Brooks again. 6th 3 of the night for Dylan Brooks, and the Rockets lead by 6.
Ooh. That was flat.
Houston getting threes in transition. They are a bad three-point shooting team, but not tonight. 11 of 27. You've heard that song a lot. Jaylen Brown pump fake, draws the contact shot is good. Scored and the foul. Jaylen Brown on Jalen Green.
Got him in the this shot went right to the body. As long as he released it. This is what you want to do. You want to attack these younger guys. Remember, in this situation, Brown, who already had 3 fouls, that was a risky block that he had was able to make. This time comes down, and remember, Porzingis has 3 fouls. So aggression, but smart aggression.
Taking a quick peek around the league. There's a bizarre video circling from Target Center in Minnesota, where a piece of the Jumbotron fell and almost hit Rudy Gobert. Minnesota-Atlanta game. It's a small piece, but you don't want anything falling on you while you're playing. Check those out-of-town scores here in a second. Houston by 3, 60-57 after Jaylen Brown finishes the three-point play. Jalen's got 19. Tatum has 2. Dylan Brooks catch and shoot. Left side 3 is good. 7th of the night for Dylan Brooks. He is 7 of 11 from 3. Dylan Brooks has made 7 threes. The Celtics have made 8 as a team. Jaylen Brown cross-court. Here comes Kornet flying down the right side past Şengün, and he flushes hard with the right hand.
Loop attacking.
Contest that. Dylan Brooks comes the other way, scoops it off the window, no good. Şengün a hand on the offensive rebound, couldn't finish. Celtics with numbers the other way. Drew Holiday lead for Jaylen Brown. He's being held up by Jalen Green. Holiday's in the dunker spot. Jaylen Brown didn't see him. Jaylen Brown pump fake, flips it up and in from 10 feet. 63-61 Houston.
It's good stuff right now.
What is it the kids say? This game is drunk right now. A very unusual Celtics-Rockets game. Jalen Green. Ahmed Thompson attacks Porzingis, goes to the right hand under the shoulder, but he misses the shot at the rim. Rebound for Kornet. Celtics are defending the paint well, but not the 3. Jaylen Brown in transition, knocks down a 3, and the Celtics have the lead.
They're talking to Brooks, and he's talking to Brooks right back at you.
Now we got it all here. The game of the night in the NBA now has a game within the game. Van Vliet pull up 3, and that's good. Another lead change, 66-64, Houston by 2. Jaylen Brown bumped along the sideline by Van Vliet. Ball goes out of bounds. Jaylen Brown thought they were calling a foul, but they're just saying clean turnover, and Houston gets it back.
What he's saying, the ball hit the official. The official was out of bounds.
Down the right side, Jalen Green. 2 steps in the paint, floats it up, no good. Porzingis pulled away. They're calling a 4th foul, potentially on him, but maybe it's on Holiday. It is on Holiday. Porzingis was losing his mind. But the foul is on Holiday. Now Jalen Green will go to the line with Houston leading by 2. Well, this is good stuff.
Yeah, he's on the backside, hit him on the hand. Green, who's been so effective, now has a little Blackbeard, the pirate patch on his eye, near his eye. I went one time to pick my grandson up, and after school program, got a patch on his eye. I said, "Hey, what happened to you?" Nothing. I said, "Why you got a patch on?"
Fashion.
Yeah. And then he took it off, saying, "Man, I can't see." You think?
All right, free throws are good for Jalen Green. So we're at 68-64. Houston by 4. Tatum dribbles behind his back. He gets fouled. by Şengün on his way in. Dylan Brooks, meanwhile, has a new career high, 7 threes, and we still have 7:25 to go in the third quarter.
Getting where he wants to go. And at some point, you're going to have to play him as a three-point threat.
Quick three, Tatum bounces off the front iron, no good. And the Celtics still trail by 4 despite Tatum scoring 2 points in 2.5 quarters. Van Vliet dropped back for the trailer. Şengün thought about it, but he had so much time he didn't want to take the shot. Hands instead to Jalen Green. Challenged by Drew Holiday. Spins around to the free throw line. Bounce past Van Vliet. Left side three. No good. Rebound. Tatum deflects it, but it comes down to Amen Thompson. Throws it back out for Jalen Green. His three is no good. Rebound Porzingis. And never in this run of games in which the Celtics have changed the defense has it been more apparent that they're giving up threes and protecting the paint. Jaylen Brown spins up Van Vliet, falls away in the baseline. Shot is no good. Van Vliet the rebound, quick outlet. Amen Thompson up the right side, spins on Tatum, puts it off the glass, no good. Offensive, defensive rebound for Cornet, keeping it away from the Rockets. And he outlets Tatum.
Good challenge in at the end by Porzingis.
High, aggressive pace for both teams. Cornet picks off Dylan Brooks, knocks him down. They're calling the offensive foul. And Dylan Brooks is loving every second of it.
Oh, my God. What was that? Give that man a Grammy, Emmy, Academy Award, whatever it is. Oh, that was the flop of the year.
6:30 to go, third quarter. Houston 68, Boston 64. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Mom, can you tell me a story? Once upon a time, there was born a real estate brokerage that was also a magical app. They called it Redfin, and they're on a mission to get people the fairest deal of them all. With listing fees as low as 1%, Redfin agents charge half of what others often charge, so you have more money to put toward your dream home.
Could it be a gingerbread house?
If the witch wants to sell.
Download the Redfin app to get started. Fees subject to terms and minimums. Equal housing opportunity. CADRE number 01521930.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Did you know GoodRx can help you save on medication, manage prescriptions, and get trusted health information? If you're one of the millions living with a heart condition, check GoodRx for an easier, more affordable way to manage your health. GoodRx offers common heart medications for under $30. Just search for your prescription, find the best price, then show your pharmacist the GoodRx coupon. And it works whether you have insurance or not. To start saving and better manage your heart health, download the free app or visit GoodRx.com today. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
This is Reliving the Green.
What a pass by DJ!
42 for Paul Pierce.
A three-pointer for 98!
KG is locked and loaded tonight.
A look back at this date in Celtics history.
Battier, inbound, in safe for the Wade, in the corner, 4 seconds to go. Wade, shovel pass, back to Battier, deep three, no good. Rebound to the Celtics, and they have pulled it off. On the day they find out they've lost Rajon Rondo for the year, they come up with their performance of the year, and in the game of the year, they get their biggest win of the year. Beating the defending champion Miami Heat on an unforgettable Sunday afternoon at TD Garden 12 years ago today. Rajon Rondo, little did we know at the start of the day, was in the lineup, starting lineup. Found out he tore his ACL on the previous Friday night. Thompson spins, puts it off the window and in. Thompson has been great in this game. Houston by 6, 70-64. We're not done talking about that day, because that was a wild day where a lot of things happened in that final year of the new Big Three era in 2013. Jason Tatum, lob for Cornet. He overshot him. Bad pass by Tatum. Celtics don't get the shot away. Thompson driving on Drew Holiday, goes to the left hand, gets fouled, and he'll get free throws.
He is just going towards the rim relentlessly.
And this is the problem getting towards this point of the game. Celtics playing without Derek White and Sam Hauser struggled when they went to the bench in the first half. Starting five against starting five, they've been okay today, but they've been outscored on the bench. So the Celtics beat Miami, snap their losing streak. Celtics actually go on a win streak after Rondo got hurt. Rondo is in shoot-around that morning, expected to play, says his knee's not right. They take him to the hospital. We find out, and people on their phones find out midway through the game, that Rondo has a torn ACL and will be out the rest of the year. And then I didn't find this out until years later, how Rondo found out. Do you know?
No.
He found out listening to us.
How about the doctors telling him?
No, they did, because the doctors didn't have the result. The result got released or leaked or whatever. As he was coming back, Rondo was in the back of a cab coming back to TD Garden listening to us do the game, and he heard me say that he's out for the year. That's how he found out. Remember, he got back to the Garden. You went to talk to him, and he said, I'll be back in 2 or 3 weeks. And that quote went viral.
You're like, okay, what exactly did he say? I said, this is what he said exactly, Sean. You knew he wasn't, but you love that quote. I mean, I think immediately ABC caught on with it.
Yep. Well, I remember a lot of things about that game. Where Thompson gets 1 or 2 free throws. 8 straight for Houston, lead by 7. Tatum steps to his right, misses another 3. Şengün grabs the rebound, just his 7th. Jason Tatum is 1 for 9 tonight. Houston leads 71-64. Van Vliet for Şengün, punched away by Cornette into the hands of Drew Holiday. Houston turns it over. Holiday finds Tatum down low. Pump fake, scoops it up, and in with his back to the basket. Rockets had given up on the play. They gave the foul, but Tatum got the shot away anyway, and he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Good release here to Tatum. All of a sudden, the defender coming, couldn't control himself. Tatum put it up on the glass, goes in.
The Celtics, as a team, Rondo didn't know. He found out from us. The team didn't know. Paul Pierce was told in the post-game interview, it may have been Michelle Tafoya, I don't remember, told him in the post-game interview that Rondo was out for the year. He didn't know it. 3-point play for Jason Tatum, 71-67. Houston by 4. Dylan Brooks having a game of his life shooting, gets to the mid-block, but he misses in close. Offensive rebound. Şengün just swats at it over Porzingis, and it goes off the glass and in. That's just the 5th and 6th points for Şengün. Averaging nearly 20 a game. Tatum down the left side, foul on his way in. Now Tatum, the shot's not going. You duck the shoulder, get your feet dirty, get in the paint, and draw some fouls.
That's how you go. I mean, when things aren't going well for you, everybody says, how many shots do you think you missed? And I said, when I missed one, then I missed another one. The next one was a layup or I was getting fouled.
The amazing part of that Friday that Rondo tore his ACL, he tore it in that overtime game in Atlanta on the Friday night, and he played a bunch of minutes with what we later would find out was a torn ACL.
You know, and I remember about the Atlanta game, he did something really tricky. It was something he did tricky, and that's how he hurt himself. But I think, you know, again, playing with the game. You play with the game does not respect that at all.
By the time Rondo came back a year later, all of the surroundings had changed. He came back to a franchise that looked completely different. Brad Stevens' first year, and Garnett gone, and Paul Pierce gone. 73-69 after Tatum misses, or he made the free throw, but he made the 2 free throws. The entry to Şengün, they call fouls, and they get Porzingis. Yeah, so that's 5 fouls on Porzingis, who was the Celtics' hottest shooter at the start of the game. Jaylen Brown has carried most of the mail, but now Porzingis, who's only played 19 minutes, will have to come out with 5 fouls and 4:54 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Smart play by the Rocket this time. Just saying what we're going to do, attack the rim, and we know Porzingis already has 4. We know he can't be in position to pick up another one. Now, rebound the basketball against Şengün.
Şengün misses a free throw. This is one thing he does not do he doesn't shoot threes well at all. Towards the bottom of the league, he and Ahmed Thompson. Thompson's 1 for 2 tonight. He's a 24% 3-point shooter. This is why Houston is towards the bottom of the league. But tonight, Dylan Brooks has turned into Ray Allen, who, by the way, in addition to everything else that day, that was also the day that Ray Allen came back and got booed out of the building. Şengün gets 1 of 2, 74-69, Houston by 5. So that was a lot of things happened that day, 12 years ago today. Tatum against Tari Eason. Switches to the left hand, gets the Keita screen. Şengün jumps out on him. Shot clock at 6. Tatum backs it out, isolated with Şengün. Goes to his right, has a step, lobs it down low. Cornette catches, lands, puts it back up and in.
Wow. Did that quick. That's the thing. Brooks, smaller guy. He can't contest with those 7-footers around the rim.
Cornette has become a different guy this last month or two. 12 points, 5 rebounds tonight. He has matched Şengün after outplaying him in the first meeting. Dillon Brooks steps to his left and knocks down his 8th three of the night, shattering his career high.
Well, he's coming off in rhythm, though.
Dillon Brooks has 8 threes. Jason Tatum has 0. Houston up by 6. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 77-71. Tatum trying to get one of them back. Does.
I wouldn't have shot a 3 if they had a gun on me then. I just didn't have that kind of confidence after I missed that many.
Ime Udoka immediately calls timeout. 3:53 to go third quarter. Houston 77, Boston 74. In a game that feels like a little bit more than 1 of 82 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won. Goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. No and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
With the Shawzer Star Market Deals and Delivery app, you'll earn points on every purchase. And now there are even more ways to easily redeem your points for rewards. Members enjoy personalized deals and can save up to 20% weekly. Earn gas discounts of up to $1 a gallon at participating stations. And can easily opt in to redeem points for automatic cash off at checkout. Just set it and forget it. All with the Shawzer Star Market Deals and Delivery app. Become a member for free when you download today.
Right now at Wendy's, get 2 faves for $7. The spicier classic chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Select a request 2 for $7 deal to redeem. Not valid in a combo or with saucy nugs. Single item at a regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
The season is here, and so is your chance to experience all the thrilling Celtics basketball live and in the stands. As the official marketplace of the NBA, Ticketmaster has got you covered with the largest selection of seats of any ticketing marketplace. Don't miss any of the action. Grab your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Randy Max in the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. High energy, high tension feel to this one. Houston by 3, 77-74. 3:53 to go in the third quarter. No Derek White tonight for the Celtics. No Sam Hauser. Porzingis out of the game in foul trouble with 5 fouls. Still a lot of time left in the third quarter. Jason Tatum missed his first 7 shots in this game before finally getting going here in the third quarter. Dillon Brooks, career high was 6 threes in a game. He's got 8 with 3:53 to go in the third quarter. Meanwhile, Klay Thompson has 7 in 10 minutes tonight. And Dallas is up on Washington by 30 early in the second quarter. Knicks are running Memphis out of the building, too, which is impressive, which means the Celtics, if they don't win tonight, will be only a game ahead of New York. Easton down the left side, scoops it with the right hand, no good. Rebound deflected by Keita to Peyton Pritchard. Drew Peterson going to get some run here. So Peterson, Springer, Keita, Pritchard out there with Tatum right now. And Tatum bumped and fouled by Steven Adams, and Houston is over the limit.
Adams with that big body here. And the thing I loved about him was the fact he was such a good defender. I always heard the other thing. Nobody was going to say anything to him except Shannon Sharp. At that Laker game, he was mouthing off. I was like, Shannon Sharp, you face a lot of big linemen. You've done a lot of different things, but.
Remember this moment in this game when Tatum is out there with Springer, Pritchard, Keita, and Peterson. Can the Celtics keep this a tight game until you can get guys back in here? By the way, speaking of Shannon Sharp, football in the NFL. Among all the things yesterday is Tatum makes both free throws to cut it to 1. How about the Empire State Building in New York being green for the Eagles? Like, did the Empire State Building lose a bet? That was insane. All right, Dylan Brooks dribbles into the paint. Pump fake on Peterson. Falls away. Shot is good. Score to the foul.
Wow.
And tonight, Dylan Brooks is as good as he thinks he is. And that's saying something. Yep. Peterson got him on the wrist.
It's just crazy when you get a game like that. The guy's just red hot. And the guy that I think I'd put on him right now is Springer. Springer maybe could control him a little bit better. Peterson maybe a little bit too small, but not enough quickness.
Missed free throw after all the other shots he's made. Rebound, Pritchard knocks it loose. Peterson's got it. And he's going to lob it towards Tatum rather than try to advance it. 79-76. Houston by 3. 3:05 to go in the third. Tatum, left-hand dribble, attacks the paint, throws to the corner. Peterson touches it out to Pritchard. Up fakes a deep 3, shovels to Springer, who relocates for a straightaway 3. Got it.
Good job of rotating, connecting with these players who haven't played together. I guarantee you that.
Tillman, Walsh, and Springer had missed all 4 of their threes until now. We're tied at 79. Aaron Holiday for Amen Thompson. Takes 2 steps in the paint, runs it up, no good. Rebound, Steven Adams. Beats K to the loose ball. Flips out to Dylan Brooks. Pritchard trying to hold his stance defensively. Help from Springer. Brooks finds the cutter. Thompson fouled by Cato. This is good stuff, by the way. Good stuff. And granted, this is without Derek White and Sam Hauser. And Al Horford, obviously, the late scratch.
Hit him with the body. Going towards the hole. Easy call.
So, if you're just joining us, throughout the day, all 3 were listed as questionable in the injury report. Up until game time, as a missed free throw for Amen Thompson, Hauser and Derek White were out. Al Horford was not only going to play, he was in the starting lineup until 5 minutes before the game, and he was a very late scratch. So the Celtics playing without 3 of their top 7 tonight. They were in a tie game with the Rockets, 2:32 to go in the third quarter.
This unusual lineup, small lineup.
Thompson bounces the second free throw in. And you have Thompson and Dylan Brooks, who combined for 26 a game, and they've got 51 tonight with 2:27 to go in the third. Şengün just 7. Jalen Green just 3. Tatum is finally in double figures after not scoring in the first half. Tatum turns the corner. On Steven Adams, dribbles under his shoulder, bounce past Queta, and he is bumped. Well, this is more free throws here as the Rockets can't stop from fouling here in this third quarter.
Thompson.
Oh, they say Queta stepped out of bounds. Nope.
No.
Yeah, Thompson was just running the other way, but he's running to the bench.
Thompson was saying he wasn't in the act of shooting, but he didn't realize that they were over the limit. That's what he was making reference to.
Ime and Ben Sullivan over there with Amen Thompson.
I don't think I've seen Tatum be a facilitator around the rim like this.
6 assists for Jason Tatum tonight. Queta gets the first free throw. That ties the game with 2:12 to go in the third. That's one area where the Celtics have gotten the better of this one. Is 13 of 14 from the free throw line. Houston 10 of 16. You don't expect the Rockets. The Rockets entered the night 27th in the NBA in three-point shooting. And they have out-attempted and out-made the Celtics from 3.
How many times have I heard you say that?
Well, a lot lately.
This team doesn't shoot it well. This team doesn't do this well.
What did we tell you about the way everyone complained about the Celtics, the way they were defending early in the year? Well, they changed the defense, decided to protect the paint, and they're giving up threes. 81-80. Boston by 1. 2:04 to go in the third. Down the right side, Aaron Holiday runs it with the right hand off the window and in. Back and forth we go. 82-81, Houston. Celtics trying to keep this close till they can get Jaylen Brown and Porzingis with the 5 fouls back in the game. Tatum switches to the right hand. Tatum to the free throw line. Kick to the corner. Pritchard steps to his left. 3 in the air. Got it.
Boy, did he relocate? Man.
This has been good stuff tonight. Living up to the hype as the game of the night in the NBA. 84-82. Boston back in front. 1:30 to go in the third. Jalen Green staring into the eyes of Peyton Pritchard. Backs it out on the left side near half court, waiting for the Steven Adams screen. He dribbles free into an open 3 and knocks it down. How many open threes? Houston at 15 of 33 tonight from distance. 85-84. Tatum trying to get a screen from Springer's getting pushed around. Tatum turns the corner on Steven Adams in the paint, shuttles it back to Springer. Same spot, open again, three is short. Rebound, Peterson deflects it right to Tatum, who's going to move it back to Drew Peterson, open in the corner. Three is no good. Rebound for Ahmed Thompson. Thompson up the middle of the floor. Drop back on the left side for Aaron Holiday. He missed the three. Rebound, Keita. Look at the Celtics with this group on the floor hanging in. Peterson, Keita, Springer, and Pritchard with Tatum. Final minute, third quarter. Tatum dribbles behind the screen, launches the three. It's no good, but he got fouled. And Tatum should get 3 free throws here with 38.8 to go in the third.
Adam should know better than that as a veteran guy when they're under him. I'm going to be surprised. Where's the foot at? You know, just hit him with the body. Not much.
Rockets have committed 8 fouls here in the third quarter. Which is one of the reasons the Celtics with a makeshift lineup already have 32 points in the quarter. Remember, the Rockets had the early lead. They scored at will in the first quarter in the game in Houston and then couldn't breathe under the Celtics defense in the second half. So Tatum gets 3 free throws, first of which is good.
Brown is being stretched out over here in front of us. I think it's a leg or maybe there's tightness.
Knicks are up by 18 on Memphis late in the third quarter. Lakers got off to a big lead, but they're struggling to finish that game off in Charlotte tonight. Tatum gets the first 2. Cleveland snaps their 3-game losing streak. They beat Detroit handily tonight, 110-91. So Cleveland joins OKC with 37 wins.
He may get some time out here. Let's get up with draw a play. 2-for-1 opportunity.
With 38.8 to go in the quarter. We'll keep it here. See what's going on at Madison Square Garden tonight. 24-11 for Karl Anthony Towns.
Just can't believe that we have not been to Madison Square Garden yet.
Coming soon.
I know, but
prime time. Well, listen. First of all, as I said at the start of the year, over the summer when the schedule came out, the Celtics and Knicks had that extra game added last year because of the NBA Cup, and it was an innocuous Friday night game. It was on League Pass, and that is going to be the last Celtics-Knicks game that is not on national TV for a very, very, very long time. So you got the primetime ABC game on Saturday night, February 8th at Madison Square Garden. There'll be a rematch in Boston in late February, Sunday afternoon ABC game. And then one of the last games of the year, it might even be, let's check right now, it might even be the final, entering the final week of the season. The Celtics play the TNT Tuesday night game in New York. It's game 79 of 82. And obviously, while many things can change, the most likely playoff scenario that exists in this wild scramble over the final few games, given what the standings look like now, is a Boston-New York second-round playoff series with the Celtics and Knicks looking like they're going to be 2 and 3.
Have to get there.
Well,
I mean, I remember
both teams would have to win in the first round.
That's what happened last year, right?
That is correct. And the Knicks had a Game 7 at Madison Square Garden, obviously against the Indiana Pacers, and we were that close to the first Celtics-Knicks Eastern Conference Final in exactly 50 years. Tatum gets all 3 free throws, and the Celtics have the lead, 87-85. Let's see what Ime draws up here. Down 2 with 36 seconds to go in the third quarter. Jalen Green into the front court. Tatum in front of him. Houston has to go quick here if they want the 2-for-1. They're not going to get it. Steven Adams sets the high screen. Jalen Green finds Steven Adams, flips in front of the dotted line, banks it no good. Rebound Springer, and now the Celtics can get the last shot. And how about this group on the floor? Cornette joins him here for this final possession. 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. You know what? He didn't score the first half, but Tatum was the MVP of the third quarter, that's for sure. Tatum deep on the left side, switches to the left hand, drives, scoops, blocked, offensive rebound. Cornette muscles it up and in with 2.3 to go. Inbound, Van Vliet from half court, wide right, and the third quarter comes to an end. And the Celtics playing without Sam Hauser, Derek White, and Al Horford cobble together a makeshift brand new lineup, and Jason Tatum carries them through quarter number 3. Boston trailed by 4 at the end of 1, by 2 at halftime, but they're up by 4 as we make the turn for home. End of 3 at the Garden. Boston 89, Houston 85 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Okay, I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar, carbs, and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a much better option. I'm Will, and I crafted IQ Bar plant protein bars with clean, functional, delicious ingredients to empower doers like you with superior brain and body fuel.
Go to IQBAR.com and enter code AUDIO to get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles one home at a time.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. Know and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
That was a big-time third quarter from Jason Tatum, considering who he was playing with. He played the entire quarter. 15 points.
Wow.
2 rebounds.
That's crazy.
2 assists. +6. I believe he's a plus. He's a big plus for the game. I think a +17 right now in a game the Celtics lead by 4. Thompson push pass into the corner. Jayshawn Tate for 3. No good. Rebound. Battle for it. Queta. And here's Tatum staying in the game here. Bounce pass for Pritchard. Zips the entry. Ooh. Cornette catches with it back to the basket and lays it up and in. And the Celtics now are so comfortable with Cornette in the paint.
Looks like a machine now, man.
7 of 8, 16.6 rebounds. Cornette has been great for the second straight game against Houston. Well, Cornette is the Şengün stopper. Driving Holiday baseline, ball punched away by Cornette. Holiday has it back, throws out to Jalen Green. Great look at a 3, no good. Rebound, pinballed around. Queta with one arm corrals it. Celtics by 6 and the ball. Pritchard lobs it. Jaylen Brown catches, spins away from a double team. Ball knocked away by Tate out of bounds. Celtics will keep it.
He had turned and looked. He had a wide open on the baseline.
This would be an elite win for the Celtics. Pritchard, quick 3 for the corner is good. Right off the out of bounds. Jalen inbounded it. Pritchard ran to the corner, buries the 3, and the Celtics suddenly lead by 9. 94-85, a minute into the fourth quarter right now.
It's on again.
It is thunderously loud in here. Jalen Green down the right side, fumbles it, and then throws it away, falling out of bounds.
The zone has bothered this Houston team. Now you got to get some shooters back in here.
23-8 is the Boston run, spanning the quarter break, and a chance to take a double-digit lead after trailing by double digits in quarter number 2. Cornette, handoff, Jaylen Brown turns the corner, pulls up on Jalen Green, 13 feet, bounces in. Ime may need a timeout here. Celtics up by 11, 96-85. And guess what? Ime's going to get a timeout here.
Ime was letting them play for a minute. Man, but this team is really connected right now on what they're doing defensively and offensively. This has bothered Houston, the zone. You're going to have to bring Brooks back in this game. You're going to bring shooters back in this game.
A 12-0 run for the Celtics, and it's their largest lead of the night. 10:28 to go. Boston 96, Houston 85 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. No and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Decorators Composite Decking, Railing, Balusters, and Accessories can help you create a deck that reflects your personal style and provides an inviting space for you and your loved ones to gather. Make your vision a reality. To learn more, visit decorators.com. That's decorators with a K.
The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. Your info is in endless places that could expose you to identity theft, leading to lost funds. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Resolve to make identity, health, and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
I'm Jennifer Garner. You may know me from my other job, but I'm a business owner too. Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card because it makes everything we do even more rewarding. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. And unlimited double miles on every purchase means we earn more too. And when we travel, we get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet?
Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/VentureXBusiness.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
This is good stuff tonight. Celtics up by 11, 96-85. Trying to start a new win streak at home while the sellout streak continues. 19,156 on hand at the Garden. Attendance brought to you as always by Ticketmaster. Join the crowd and excitement at a future Celtics game by ordering your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Celtics and the Chicago Bulls here on Wednesday night after the Bulls deal with Jokic tonight at home. They got to make a trade. Jalen Green steps to his left. 18-footer out of the timeout is good. That stops the run. 96-87. Boston by 9 and the ball. Tatum has not left the game here in the second half. He's at 30, getting near 32 minutes now. Tatum has Dylan Brooks in front of him. Dylan Brooks is trying to bully the Rockets back in it here. Feeds him into Şengün. Tatum picks up his dribble. They blew the play down. They call a foul. They did. It's on Şengün.
What they're doing, they're coming out being a little bit more physical. And who would know this better, how to play Tatum, than his ex-coach, Ime?
Inbound. Comes to Cornet. Return to Tatum. Şengün has become pedestrian here against Cornet, who makes the interior pass to Keita. Keita tries to throw it back. Knocked away by Şengün. Big turnover by Keita. But Jalen Green dribbled it off somebody's foot. He dribbled it off Tatum's foot. Out of bounds. Houston will get it, but the break is slowed down. 9:48 to go. Boston by 9.
Too many interior passes. At that point, you got the guy diving towards the rim. So much dunking.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla trying to cobble one together tonight with this lineup. Jalen Green, bounce entry. Van Vliet tiptoes the baseline. Pressured there by Pritchard. Throws it out to Dylan Brooks. Brooks going to drive past Tatum and score off the window. He's up to 30. 30 points in 30 minutes for Dylan Brooks. Career high is 37. Jaylen Brown against Jalen Green. Baseline extended. Double team pulls away. Now here comes Brooks to the double team. Jaylen Brown lobs it, and he got bumped and fouled. Was that Brooks that got him? Yes.
If you play Brown like that, you got to have two cutters come, one at the free throw line, one in the dunker spot.
Here's the entry. Jaylen Brown in the corner against Dylan Brooks. Push pass back out to Tatum against Ahmed Thompson. Man, they got defenders everywhere. Tatum, bounce pass kicked by Şengün. That will give the Celtics 8 more seconds on the shot clock. Should go from 6 to 14. With 9:15 to go and Boston up by 7. Winner of this game will have the 3rd best record in the NBA. Inbound to Pritchard. Pritchard, nasty step back here on Jalen Green. He sticks it on the 3. Pritchard says some big ones tonight. He is 5 of 5 from 3. 99-89. Boston by 10. Exactly 9 minutes to go if you're syncing up with TV. Şengün standing on the three-point line. Looking to shovel to Van Vliet. He does. Şengün sets the screen. Van Vliet bounce pass back to Şengün. Leans in for the elbow. That was off. He wasn't set. And Pritchard has the rebound. Well, Şengün has really struggled in the 2 games against Boston. Pritchard lobs it. Keita catches down low, runs it up. No good. Offensive rebound. Luke Cornett, and he throws it back down.
The doctor just came to town.
Luke, he is their father. Thompson switches to the left hand, kick to the right corner. Van Vliet swings it out to Dillon Brooks. Another 3. 9th of the night for Dillon Brooks. And the Rockets are back within 9.
He is screaming right now at Jaylen Brown.
We have so many games within the game. We need a few more courts. 101-92. Boston by 9. Tatum dribbles away from Şengün, attacks. Bad lob for Keita. Knocked away by Thompson. Tatum turns it over. Van Vliet, long lead ahead of the field. Catching and scoring is Jalen Green. 5 quick points for Houston, and they will not let the Celtics get away. 101-94. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. Whoa. I promised you the game of the night, and it is delivering. 7:51 to go. Boston 101, Houston 94 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Mom, can you tell me a story?
Once upon a time, there was born a real estate brokerage that was also a magical app. They called it Redfin, and they're on a mission to get people the fairest deal of them all. With listing fees as low as 1%, Redfin agents charge half of what others often charge, so you have more money to put toward your dream home.
Could it be a gingerbread house?
If the witch wants to sell.
Download the Redfin app to get started. Fees subject to terms and minimums. Equal housing opportunity. CADRE number 01521930.
Okay, I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar, carbs, and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a much better option. I'm Will, and I crafted IQ Bar plant protein bars with clean, functional, delicious ingredients to empower doers like you with superior brain and body fuel.
Go to IQBAR.com and enter code AUDIO to get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping.
At Hotels.com, we know some travelers crave an ocean breeze. Others don't want to deal with sand. And oftentimes, those two people end up together. Compare properties side by side to find yourself poolside, oceanside, and still in a relationship. Find your perfect somewhere with Hotels.com.
Pearl Vision knows that the new year brings new resolutions. But how many of those goals do we actually keep? Hitting the gym? Ugh. Sticking to a diet? No thanks. But getting your eyes checked? That's easy. Visit pearlvision.com to schedule an eye exam and get a new pair of glasses to see clearly and look your best. Pearl Vision accepts all major vision plans, including iMed and VSP.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
A wild night here at TD Garden. Celtics by 7, 101-94, 7:51 to go, despite 9 threes, shattering a career high for Dillon Brooks.
Well, Dillon Brooks has been fantastic. We're talking about attacking the rim, going where he needs to go. I think that when you talk about a game like this, sometimes it does live up to the hype. Guys defending, running the court. I think Porzingis is almost about ready to go back in this game as he's sitting over there on the sideline.
Picked up his 5th foul early in the 3rd quarter.
He had been very good. But, man, you give Tatum full marks for a guy who had a horrible first half, didn't even score.
And he will not leave the game. He hasn't left the game in the 2nd half. He's up in 34 minutes. Jaylen Brown catches on the wing, puts it to the floor, drives on Dillon Brooks. Pump fake on him. Brooks doesn't go for it. Jaylen Brown floats it back out to Pritchard near half court. Shot clock at 4. Pritchard for Jaylen Brown. Contested 3. Way off. Long rebound. Tatum's got it. His 3 is good, but it won't count because Jaylen Brown's shot did not hit the rim, so it's a shot clock violation. It's a very short list. That is the 16th time there has been a player who's made 9 threes in a Boston Celtics game. 16 times, and Dillon Brooks got plenty of time to get to 10. Aaron Holiday, or I should say Jalen Green, bounce pass for Ahmed Thompson. The Euro step in the paint, floats it up and in over Cornett. And these Rockets, man, they just keep bouncing back. 7 straight, and they've cut the Boston lead to 5. 101-96. 7:04 to go. You telling me this isn't a championship contending team? He's not paying attention. Tatum cross court. Jaylen Brown's got it near half court against Dylan Brooks. Jaylen left hand dribble. Pump fake at the free throw line. Tough step back. No good. Rebound. Pritchard almost stole it from Şengün, but he couldn't keep it in bounds. Rockets can make it a one-possession game now. They worry about some tired legs for the Celtics. Jalen Green dribbles down the left side, runs it hard off the glass, feeling contact, no good, but Tyler Ford calls the foul on Jaylen Brown. And Jalen Green will get free throws.
See much of a foul then. 4 fouls now.
Celtics led by 9 early. Then the Rockets went on a 14-0 run. They had the lead most of the first half and by as many as 11. Celtics came back to grab the lead, but then the Rockets went on another 8-0 run and for the most part had a small lead throughout the third quarter. Then the Celtics ended the third into the fourth, scoring 12 straight. They pushed the lead to 12 at 101-89, but now Jalen Green, after hitting the first free throw, can make it 9 straight for Houston and make it a one-possession game with 6:39 to go. Cornette comes out. Second free throw is good. 101-98. Both teams have climbed off the deck from double-digit deficits. And we are headed down to the wire here at TD Garden tonight with 6:31 to go. Boston leading 101-98. Porzingis out there with 5 fouls. Goes to Tatum. Tatum lobs it for Porzingis, three-point line. Tough bounce pass. Pritchard handles it. Left-hand dribble. Shuttles back to the corner. Drew Holiday steps into 17 feet. His jumper no good. Front iron rebound. Belongs to Van Vliet. Diagonal lead up the left side. Jalen Green. Right-hand dribble coming strong on Holiday. Punches the ball away and has the steal. Shovels it ahead for Tatum, but they blew the play down, saying Holiday stepped out of bounds.
How did he get that ball over there? That was amazing.
Drew Holiday, that's vintage Drew Holiday. Slapped the ball away. Tried to tiptoe the end line. We're getting a look at a slow-mo replay. And he did step out of bounds. So Houston gets it back, down by 3. Oh, this is good stuff. Bounce entry in the corner, Van Vliet, guarded by Pritchard. Here's the entry, Şengün. Drew Holiday trying to hold his ground. Şengün spins, bounce pass to the cutter, pump fake. Thompson scoops it up and in with the right hand. And how about the Rockets here? They fall behind by 12, and then they run off 11 straight. 101-100. Boston lead, 5:50 to go. Jaylen Brown spins in the paint, loses the ball, tiptoes the end line. Pritchard shuttles it out to Holiday. His 3 blocked from behind by Ahmed Thompson, and he saves it to Van Vliet. Lead for Jalen Green. Keeps it away from the outstretched arm of Tatum. Jalen Green now driving on Pritchard. Pushes back to Dylan Brooks. Houston resets here with Ahmed Thompson straight away. Rockets trying to regain the lead. Bounce entry. Bowling ball one gets to Şengün. Şengün push pass for Ahmed Thompson. Crazy reverse up and in. And the Rockets have scored 13 straight to take the lead. 102-101. Sure, they're not a championship contender. Keep telling yourself that. 102-101. Houston a lead. 5:06 to go. Tatum, bounce pass for Holiday. Down the left side, spins on Şengün. Deep in the paint, lost his dribble, has it back, stumbles, falls. Somehow gets it away to Porzingis through the legs of Şengün. Porzingis turns, finds Drew, who relocates in the left corner for 3. And the game of the year is breaking out in front of us. 4:43 to go. Celtics lead 104-102.
Good recovery there by Porzingis to get that ball to Holiday.
Jalen Green out of the logo at center court. Jaylen Brown in front of him. Van Vliet comes out, sets the high screen. Jalen Green steps into a deep 3. No good. Rebound. Tatum has it knocked away by Şengün, but off Tatum out of bounds.
Şengün just working on the inside.
And Tatum saying that he got hit in the head by Şengün. And the Rockets will call a timeout here. We will keep it here to catch our breath. This is good stuff. 104-102. Boston the lead with 4:26 to go in regulation in a game that both teams have come from double figures down to grab the lead.
Well, you're moving the ball. Everybody's trying to attack defensively right now. The Rockets were bothered for a minute when you went to that zone, but now no more zone. So it's not bothering. They're just attacking.
These indicators bad for the Celtics. They're losing the shot margin. Houston's gotten 13 more shots, despite the Celtics being +3 on the glass because of the turnovers. 15 Boston turnovers. Remember, the Celtics lead the league, committing the fewest, but the Rockets have a 14-point advantage in points off turnovers, 21-7. And on a night, Tatum didn't score in the first half. On a night, the Rockets only have 19 combined points from Jalen Green and Alperen Şengün because Amen Thompson and Dylan Brooks have combined for 62. Brooks' career high was 6 threes. He's made 9 tonight. TD Garden record is held by 3 men: Marcus Smart, Buddy Hield, and Steph Curry, 11. And those are the most ever made in a Celtics game. Only 4 others have ever made 10 in a game. Danilo Gallinari for the Hawks, Evan Fournier for the Knicks, and Jaylen Brown and Sam Hauser last year on St. Patrick's Day. And remember, Sam had to leave that game in the third quarter. Entry deflected out of bounds by Porzingis. Rockets get another chance here with 13 on the shot clock.
So looking at the fouls, and you see Porzingis still in this game. He has 5 fouls.
He's had 5 for a long time. Şengün against his nemesis, Cornette. Şengün against Drew Holiday, throws back out. Van Vliet lobs the entry. Şengün against the smaller Drew Holiday. Şengün bumps him. Holiday pulls the rug. Trap. No, they called a foul. It looked from here, we're a million miles away, but it looked like Holiday pulled the rug on him. Şengün bumped him. Holiday stepped away, and Şengün fell backwards. Celtics are absolutely going to challenge, and they are going to win. The Celtics, if you can challenge a call violently, that's what the Celtics just did.
And add on to that, the Celtics had possession after that happened.
I always get nervous if I can see something from a mile away that the officials can't see on the floor. You just assume that they had it right. But Şengün initiated the contact. There is some contact from Drew Holiday here, but on the arm, I wonder. He absolutely pulled away. Şengün fell down completely on his own because Drew pulled the rug on him.
Might be, Drew must be the master of talking about having the basketball and pulling the guy just like that quick. I just don't see where it happened.
This is one of the best officials at explaining replay challenges in Tyler Ford. They're taking an extra look at it. This comes with the Celtics leading by 2 and 4:14 to go.
Well, defensive stances are going to be crazy.
Here's my next.
Right elbow, which affects the balance of Şengün. Şengün had gathered the basketball. It is a 2-shot foul. The challenge is unsuccessful. Boston is charged a timeout and does not have the ability for a challenge later in the game.
So there you go. Bad news for the Celtics. Holiday had his hand on Şengün, and they said that's not what caused Şengün to foul. But the call is that that's what caused him to lose his balance.
Elbow.
It is a shooting foul, and now Şengün can tie the game with 4:14 to go. Celtics lose the timeout and their challenge.
That's even bigger. Like they lost that challenge
Well, Şengün, not a great free throw shooter. 1 for 2 tonight. Gets the first. Wow, the Knicks blasted Memphis tonight. 143 to 104. So the Celtics have to win tonight, or the Knicks get within 1 game of them. If the Celtics lose, they lose the 3rd spot in the NBA. Şengün gets the free throws. And the Knicks will be within a game for 2nd in the East. We're tied with 4:09 to go. 104 apiece. Jason Tatum has not come out of this game in the second half. Tatum, left-hand dribble, bounce pass. Here's Cornette attacking the paint, throwing out to Jaylen Brown. He is open. His 3, short, rebound, knocked away from Eason by Cornette. Loose on the floor. Eason picks it up. He is being trapped along the back line, but he's able to get it away to Thompson, who floats a long lead pass for Dylan Brooks. Brooks, bounce entry for Şengün, return to Brooks. Up fakes his, what would be his 10th 3 of the night. Instead, enters to Şengün and bumps to Jaylen Brown.
Legal.
3 seconds defensively against the Celtics. That could cost them a point. Cornette's hurt. Cornette is moving his body around as if his back is bothering him.
I think it could be one of those things where his ab.
Van Vliet hits the technical. Rockets have the lead.
It's either that or you have this cramp which comes in.
So Cornette, now he's played a lot tonight. I mean a lot. 33 minutes. And he is stretched out on the Boston bench. Remember, he got Porzingis with 5 fouls and no Al Horford. Now Houston, a 1-point lead down the ball with 3:32 to go. Bounce pass in the paint. Jalen Green step back at 16. Comes up short. Celtics need the rebound, and Drew Holiday will get it. Holiday puts it in the hands of Tatum. Tatum straight away against Dillon Brooks. Behind the Porzingis screen. Şengün jumps out at him. Tatum dribbles around and moves to the corner to Drew Holiday. Holiday attacks Şengün. Gets deep in the paint. Steps back in the mid-block. Jumper bounces out. Pritchard has the rebound. Knocked away by Van Vliet. Doesn't show up in the box score, but Pritchard getting position inside out forced the Rockets to deflect the rebound out of bounds, and the Celtics will get it back. That may as well be an offensive rebound.
Made the Rockets try to do something else then.
Oh, Memphis has been one of the best teams in the league. They got crushed tonight. Bounce on the under out of bounds. Jaylen Brown finds Porzingis. He found Pritchard earlier. Finds Porzingis here for the slam, and another lead change.
How do you lose a 7-footer in the middle of the floor?
106-105. Boston by 1. 2:55 to go. Red Van Vliet, four-man Thompson, top of the circle, square, 16-footer, no good. Back iron, rebound, punched in the air, and Dillon Brooks comes up with it. Steps back behind the line, enters to Şengün, knocked away by Drew Holiday. Holiday the steal, he's in the front court. Holiday handoff Tatum. Tatum moving to his right, Ahmed Thompson in front of him. Boston by 1, 2:35 to go. Tatum, high left-hand dribble. Şengün harasses him. Tatum goes cross-court. They left Jaylen Brown alone in the corner for 3, but it rims out of the rebound for Şengün.
Yeah, a chance to look at the seams on that basketball.
The Rockets have matched the Celtics shooting threes tonight, a big part of the story. And they've dominated the turnover battle. Houston trailing by 1. Here's Şengün against Porzingis. Şengün dives in, blocked by Porzingis, who stayed with him, and Jaylen Brown has the loose ball. Down to 2:04, 2:03, 2:02 to go. How much time left, Eddie Palladino? Tatum, right-hand dribble on Şengün. Backs it out, draws the double team. Cross-court Porzingis, zips it to Pritchard. Pritchard up fakes, drives to get close. Spins in the paint. Muscles it out to the left corner where Drew Holiday is waiting. 3, though, rims out. Rebound belongs to Van Vliet. Quick outlet, Dillon Brooks. Now here comes Ahmed Thompson. Slowed down by Jaylen Brown. Return to Dillon Brooks. Left side 3. Got it! 10th of the game for Dillon Brooks. Houston has the lead. 108-106. Rockets with a lead. 136, 135, 134 to go. Tatum walks it through the Leprechaun logo. Moves to his left. Switches to the right hand. Drives on Şengün. Runs it off the window and in. Tie game. You can start every game by saying it's going to be the game of the year. Only one time will you be right. Boston 108, Houston 108. 1:14 to go. Van Vliet. Bounce pass to the left corner. Şengün against Drew Holiday. Şengün throws the shoulder into him. Tries the drop step, bumps into Holiday. Works his way into the paint. Hands off at the last second. Thompson, pump fake, fall away jumper is good to beat the shot clock buzzer.
Ooh, check that.
I wonder if the officials will go to the table to check it before they put the ball in bounds to make sure he got it away. They're not going to check it. We saw that the other night on the road trip. Boston down by 2. Drew Holiday will walk the dog and pick it up. We enter minute 48 with the Celtics trailing 110-108. Drew Holiday moving to his right behind the Tatum screen. Now hands to Tatum, draws the double team. That means Jaylen Brown is open. Jaylen catches, drives on Eason to the free throw line, elevates, tough 10-footer, no good. He forced that. Eason has the rebound. That was not a good shot. 40 seconds to go. Houston by 2. Eason puts in the hands of Van Vliet. Rockets will run some clock here. They beat Cleveland back-to-back. Now they're trying to beat the champs in Boston. Şengün against Drew Holiday. Handed Dillon Brooks. He's open. His 3 is no good. Would have been his 11th of the night. Rebound Porzingis. Celtics down 2. 20 seconds to go. Jaylen Brown picks up his right-hand dribble. Switches to the left. Ducks the shoulder in the paint. Ball knocked away from him, but it's a foul. Van Vliet on the reach-in. That was the foul the Rockets had to give. With 15.5 to go, and the Celtics trailing by 2.
He was determined he was going there.
The Rockets have the challenge. They're not going to challenge. Boston would get the ball anyway.
Watch the penetration this time, and Porzingis being wide open.
Tate comes in for Şengün. Defense for offense substitution for Houston. Celtics have it, 15.5 to go, trailing by 2. Half-second differential on the 2 clocks. Tatum on the inbound. Jaylen Brown straight away. 2 dribbles with the right hand. Coming strong. Pump fake. Puts it off the glass. No good, but he's fouled by Eason. And Jaylen Brown will go to the line with Boston down 2 and 11.8 to go. The last time the Rockets won in this building was on February 29th of 2020, a game they won in overtime, but not until Jaylen Brown got the rebound of a missed free throw and hit a putback to force the game to overtime in the first place. And now Jaylen Brown, 5 years later, goes to the line here to try to tie it with 11.8 to go. First one, right down the middle.
Well, this is the one. Pressure bust pipes now.
Rockets have 2 timeouts remaining. They will most assuredly take one here if Jaylen makes the second. Luke Cornett comes back in, which is a good sign if this game gets extended.
And he crashed the glass.
Before the free throw, which Jaylen makes, they blew the play down. Tyler Ford came from the backside. Jaylen Brown bounces it twice. It's in the right hand. Free throw is in the air and good. He's tied the game. Timeout, Ime Udoka. 11.8 to go. And we have accomplished nothing. Right back where we started. Boston 110, Houston 110. In a truly phenomenal NBA game. For those of you listening on Sirius, you were listening to Sirius NBA Radio all day. You heard the guys talking about the Rockets, talking about this game all day as a highlight of a great NBA card tonight. And it is beyond lived up to the hype.
Dave, it's been the kind of game where you talk about attacking the rim, playing defense. As soon as one team gets away, it seems like, oh, the other team catches up. Dylan Brooks is phenomenal tonight. He's knocking down threes after threes. 36 points right now for him. Thompson, 31 points. You look at the guys who have scored and not scored, and you think Jason Tatum, who did not have any points in the first half, end up now so far with 17, 6, and 7.
Dylan Brooks is the 5th player in NBA history to make 10 threes in a game against the Celtics. Buddy Hield, Steph Curry made 11. Danilo Gallinari and Celtic legend Evan Fournier, while playing for the Knicks, did it 3 years ago in that game that R.J. Barrett won with that bank shot against Ime Udoka and the Celtics. So here we go. 110 apiece. If the Rockets don't like the inbound, they can call timeout. They have another one remaining. We're tied with 11.8 to go. Rockets return to the floor with Thompson, Green, Şengün on the floor with Dylan Brooks, the hot hand. Van Vliet will trigger the side of the bounce. Celtics have 1 timeout remaining. Boston also has a foul to give. Van Vliet inbound. Şengün gets past Cornett, in for the easy dunk. Rockets take the lead. And is Joe going to use his last time out? He is. For nearly 2 full games, Luke Cornett has been the Şengün stopper. But with the game on the line, Şengün shook him on the side out of bounds, got behind him, and Van Vliet found him for the easy 2-hand slam.
That was a good play out of bounds quickly and scored. Now, if you're Boston Celtics, though, you still have this game on your fingertips. What are you going to do? Are you bringing back in 3-point shooters? Are you going to attack? I would love to see the Celtics penetrate and then kick the ball back out to Porzingis, who's going to be, I'm telling you, he's going to be wide open.
He has been most tonight. He was hot early. He began the game, which feels like 4 hours ago, by hitting a 3. He had a couple in the first sequence that started the game. But this isn't one of those nights. The Rockets are young and healthy tonight. The Celtics playing without 3 of their top 7. The longer this game goes, you would think the benefit goes to Houston. So do the Celtics try to take the home run shot and end it on this possession. Now, if they score and leave time, the Rockets still have a timeout remaining. 10.3 to go. Remember this, too, before you think about kicking out. The Rockets do not have a foul to give. 112-110 is the Houston lead. Both teams have had double-digit leads in this game. This game has been an opera, and we're about to have the conclusion. Boston down 2. Holiday lobs it in, safely to Porzingis. Here we go, 9 seconds to go. Down the right side, Tatum, pump fake, runs it off the window and in. Tie game. That was quick. Inbound came to Porzingis, which was the safe play. He handed it to Tatum, and Tatum had an opening, so he was able to turn the corner behind the screen and take Thompson with him to the rim where he scored off the glass. The only problem is that you left Houston 5.3.
Well, first thing you had to do is score. You don't worry about anything else. Now you start operating, start thinking about that. But Tatum got that ball right over Thompson's fingertips, laid it up softly. Now the Rockets, can they counter? The one thing you said, though, that the Celtics have to remember, the Celtics still have a foul to give.
Both teams are out of timeouts. Celtics have a foul to give. 5.3 to go in regulation. Celtics and Rockets tied at 112. And what we started by promising you the game of the night has turned into the game of the year.
Well,
Jason Tatum did not score in the first half, and then he carried the Celtics with a makeshift lineup through a third quarter that took them from down 2 to up 4 and began a run that had them up by 12 early in the quarter. Rockets came back to grab the lead on several occasions, but Jason Tatum has just tied it, and now the Rockets will get a final chance in regulation with 5.3 to go.
Luke coming back in this game. Remember, he's coming in to get right now. Thought he was coming to get Porzingis. Who'd he come in to get? Porzingis is the guy he came in to get. Trying to save him just in case there's more action.
Van Vliet will trigger the side out of bounds, this time from the right side of the floor with Pritchard watching. Brooks, Thompson, Green, and Şengün are the 4 Rockets on the floor. Handoff. Before the handoff comes, Cornette gives the foul on Amen Thompson. Now the Celtics do not have a foul to give, trying to get some idea what the Rockets were trying to run. We're down to 4.3 to go. They hand to Van Vliet, and here we go. Tie game, 4 seconds to go. Inbound, Thompson drives strong, step back on Jalen. Jumper's good with 0.7 to go. Celtics do not have a timeout. Down by 2. Jaylen Brown, inbound. It's going to be Pritchard from 3/4 court. He shoots it over the top of the backboard, and the Houston Rockets, coming off back-to-back wins over the Cleveland Cavaliers, come to Boston, and they survive and outlast the reigning and defending world champs.
Can't say anything more. It was a great game.
We promised you the game of the night, and they delivered the game of the year. Houston 114, Boston 112.
Those things were going to happen in a game like this. Both teams competed. You made some mistakes at the end. You hung in there if you were the Celtics. What I did not like, taking the foul too early. Because take the foul later on when somebody's penetrating, going to his hole. You laid on him. This time he beats Brown, going to his hole, pushes him off. Hand there, shoots it up softly, goes in.
Brooks and Thompson combined for 69 points tonight as the Rockets pass the Celtics for the 3rd best record in the NBA. Final again, Houston 114, Boston 112. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
From the electricity in the arena to the highlight reel plays, there's nothing quite like Celtics basketball. And this season, you can be there live to cheer them on. As the official marketplace of the NBA, Ticketmaster has you covered with the largest selection of seats for any budget. Get off the couch and into the stands. Grab your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics.
Right now at Wendy's, get 2 faves for $7. The spicier classic chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Select a request 2 for $7 deal to redeem. Not valid in a combo or with saucy nugs. Single item at a regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Some vehicles are simply made. Cadillac vehicles are made to be iconic. And whether that's being made to be vibrant in an all-electric Lyriq, made to be epic in a luxurious Escalade, or made to be thrilling with the dynamic performance of CT4 and CT5, Cadillac is always made to be bold. This is Cedric Maxwell, and I can tell you that icons aren't just born, they're made. Visit your New England Cadillac dealer, the exclusive luxury vehicle of the 18-time world champion Boston Celtics. And me, Cedric Maxwell.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Quick outlet, Dillon Brooks. Now here comes our man Thompson. Slowed down by Jaylen Brown. Return to Dillon Brooks. Left side three. Got it. 10th of the game for Dillon Brooks. Houston has the lead. Game plan upgrade brought to you by NetSuite by Oracle. Companies of all sizes have grown profitability with NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud ERP. Streamline your accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR to one fluid platform. Learn more at netsuite.com/Celtics. The Rockets win in Boston for the first time in 5 years. Ime Udoka gets his first win against the Celtics. Houston passes Boston for the third best record in the NBA, and they do it in the game of the year. They outlast the shorthanded Celtics. 114-112 is the final, and what are you going to do when Dillon Brooks and Amen Thompson, who average 26 points a game, score 69?
Yeah, that was the key to what you were talking about. You know, Brooks got hot, and then he continued. No hands in the face. He had a lot of open looks, and then once a guy gets open looks, he starts to feel like, hey, I could throw it in the ocean. Essentially, he started throwing it in the ocean.
Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance. And Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about Amica's award-winning customer service. Celtics beaten by the Rockets 114-112. Celtics are now 5-7 in their last 12 home games. We'll wrap it next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait. Learn about treatment options for COVID-19. Know and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Imagine transforming your outdoor space into a stylish and functional area for relaxation and entertainment. Imagine superior durability and longevity, ensuring that your investment lasts for years to come. Imagine whatever you'd like. Decorators Composite Decking, Railing, Balusters, and Accessories can help you create a deck that reflects your personal style and provides an inviting space for you and your loved ones to gather. Make your vision a reality. To learn more, visit decorators.com. That's decorators with a K.
Fresh savings on chicken are now at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up value pack Purdue Roaster or Signature Farms chicken drumsticks, thighs, or leg quarters bone in for an amazing 97 cents a pound when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Bring home big savings on chicken today. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. Whether you're a small, medium, or Fortune 100 company, NetSuite by Oracle is the leading cloud ERP, bringing accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR into one platform. NetSuite provides real-time insights and forecasting, allowing you to peer into the future and seize new opportunities. Grow profitably with NetSuite. Download the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning for free at netsuite.com/Celtics. That's netsuite.com/Celtics.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5, thesportshub.com.
They hand to Van Vliet, and here we go. Tie game, 4 seconds to go. Inbound, Thompson drives strong, step back on Jaylen. Jumper's good with 0.7 to go. Celtics do not have a timeout. Pritchard will miss from three-quarters corner. That's how the game would end, with the Rockets beating the Celtics 114-112. Houston leapfrogs Boston for third best record, and with the Knicks blowing out Memphis tonight, now there is just one single game separating Boston and New York for second place in the Eastern Conference. I know people are going to get upset. It's what you do. People get emotional about games, especially with the Celtics losing all these games at home. There have been bad losses in this stretch for the Celtics. This, to me, was not one of them. Maybe I'm overselling Houston, but that to me is a championship contending team down there. coming off 2 straight wins over Cleveland. They beat the Cavs easily in Cleveland in their last game. Celtics tonight, first home game after a long Western trip, playing without 3 of your top 7. Horford, Derek White, playing without Sam Hauser. Was it a winnable game? Yes. Were you down 11 early? Yes. Did you come back? Were you up by 12 early in the fourth quarter? All these things are true. It was a winnable game. It could have gone either way. But this, to me, when you lose to an elite team in a game like this, I'll take that out of 82.
Those games are going to happen, when you play. Obviously, you think about the Celtics, what they're able to do. You definitely could have used a guy like Al Horford, who was a late scratch tonight, especially when you had – and Chung didn't hurt you tonight. He did not hurt you. But it was those other guys. Brooks knocking down all those threes tonight and just continue to attack the rim. Thompson was so good tonight. 33, 10, 4, a block shot. He was good. So there were a lot of little things tonight. Celtics lose this basketball game, but as you said, when you lose a game like this, you just go, better team won tonight, and you'll be ready for the next one.
And, all right, quick 10-second station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBCFM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Easily Media Group Station.
All right, a couple of things on the Celtics here as Grandy Max. We wrap it up from the Amica Insurance broadcast booth following the 114-112 loss to the Houston Rockets. Among the differences between, you get really tired of, last year this happened. Last year, Celtics were one of the 5, 6, 7 greatest teams in the history of the game. And this team managed to follow in their footsteps for the first third of the year before reality, fatigue, all the things that have settled in. But among the things last year's team was dominant at home. That is no longer the case. Last year's team also finally figured out for basically the first time in his career how to win the non-Tatum minutes. This was a perfect example of a game in which Tatum had to play 42 minutes just to give the Celtics a chance. And at the end of the night, the Celtics were a plus 11 with Jason Tatum on the floor. There were 6 minutes and 17 seconds in this game. 6:17. Without Jason Tatum, Celtics got outscored by 13 points.
Well, those stats, I think, reign true today. But you think about how these guys carried Tatum for the first half. First half, Jason Tatum did not score in the game. So I think everybody kind of did their job tonight. A little bit of slippage defensively at the end, but you give Rockets full marks.
But you also lost to the Houston Rockets on a night that Luke Cornett again outplayed Alperen Sengun.
Yeah, he
but
did.
Dylan Brooks had made 6 threes. That was his career high. He made 10 in the game tonight, 10 of 15. Yeah. And you don't expect the Houston Rockets, one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league, to outshoot the Celtics. But again, they're going to experiment with the defense as the Celtics have. Nights like this are going to happen. Either way, it was a phenomenal basketball game. Celtics lose it, and as much as I'm not putting so much a positive spin on it, now you got to start winning some games. And you got to start. You have games coming up on the road against teams with losing records like New Orleans and Philadelphia. You got to beat the Bulls here. You've lost a home game already to Chicago. That can't happen again. So I think the Celtics have, again, I'm okay with this one, but it depends on what happens next.
Well, you have to follow up by winning some basketball games. As you said, games that are out here, you have to win, and you have to be a lot more consistent what you're doing on your defensive end.
All right, 114-112 is the final. 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. Celtics' fourth and final meeting of the regular season. And believe me when I tell you, the entire season with the Chicago Bulls. We will talk to you then. In the meantime, plenty to talk about, and I mean plenty, after what could have been the game of the year with Joe Murray.
Thanks, guys. Celtics lose a close one tonight to the upstart Houston Rockets. Why don't we play the Lexus Amazing play of the game tonight? Let's hear it.
Celtics have one timeout remaining. Boston also has a foul to give. Van Vliet, inbound. Sengun gets past Cornett, in for the easy dunk. Rockets take the lead.
So there is your Lexus Amazing play of the game. It's brought to you by Lexus TX. Whether you're the passenger princess, a new set of twins, or even the family dog, everyone travels in luxurious comfort in the Lexus TX. We'll give you all the numbers and the box scores from tonight's 114-112 loss to the Houston Rockets. We'll do that coming up next. I'm Joe Murray here on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
This is the story of the one.
As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. Know and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I want you to pay attention because this is important. Getting in shape and losing weight can literally be a life or death decision. Heart disease, diabetes, even cancer. Your lifestyle decisions dictate your health. Maybe you think you can't do it, but I know you can. If you have 3 key components. 1, you need a specific day-by-day fitness plan that's already proven to work so you won't quit. 2, a healthy nutrition plan that's integrated into your fitness plan that's easy to follow. And 3, support from a community all pulling for each other's success. I'm Carl, the CEO of Body. That's Body with an I. Body helps people achieve their goals with these 3 factors. That's where the magic happens. Body has the programs that are proven to help you lose up to 10 to 15 pounds in just 3 weeks, 30 to 40 pounds in 90 days. You just need to commit. This is so important for you. Go to body.com, that's BODI.com, and we'll get you the fast results you want step by step.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
They hand to Van Vliet, and here we go. Tie game, 4 seconds to go. Inbound, Thompson drives strong, step back on Jalen. Jumper's good with 0.7 to go. Celtics do not have a timeout.
All right, that's the connection of the game, powered by Comcast Business. With an advanced network, cybersecurity solutions, and trusted partnership, Comcast Business powers more businesses than anyone. Call or visit ComcastBusiness.com today. 114-112, the final. Celtics lose to Houston. Amen Thompson, 33 points. Dylan Brooks went 10 of 15 from 3.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. Know and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Team made some big plays. They shot 42% from 3. Celtics shot 39. First game back from a West Coast road trip. They had a lead in the fourth quarter. They blew it. No doubt about it. Coaching advantage to the Rockets tonight. Stay tuned to our flagship station, 98.5, the Sports Hub. I will hang around for the next 45 minutes until 11 o'clock, and we will react to this. Our thanks to Matt Stenberg. Excellent job tonight, sir. Not the finish we wanted, but you know what? We'll just have to do it again. They take on the Bulls, right? Next game against the Bulls. We'll talk to you guys then. I'm Joe Murray here on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
Jalen forces it up over C. No! He tied it! He did it! Jalen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, 3 in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Amica Insurance, your New England Ford dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, Shaw's and Star Market, and by Ticketmaster.
Pritchard shovel back to Porzingis, having a trail three. Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out, blocked by Porzingis again. Pritchard, half court. It's in the air.
Go!
He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again!
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, VA New England, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, Brex, Corona, Town Fair Tire, Kia North Danvers, Comcast Business, FindMassMoney.gov, NetSuite by Oracle, your New England Honda dealers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Celtics basketball is a presentation of the 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports.
Zaka cross, they scored. Porzingis, point a shot, rebound, score.
WBZFM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Media Group Station.
Inbound, it's going to be Pritchard from three-quarters court. He shoots it over the top of the backboard, and the Houston Rockets, coming off back-to-back wins over the Cleveland Cavaliers, come to Boston, and they survive and outlast the reigning and defending world champs.
Can't say anything more. It was a great game.
We promised you the game of the night, and they delivered the game of the year. Houston 114, Boston 112.
All right, back here 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. Celtics lose tonight 114-112 to the Houston Rockets. This is the time to react to it. You're coming home from the game. The phone number here is 617-779-0985. We're also on YouTube. If you want to join in, join the chat. We have some meat on the bone for this loss tonight. Do I think this is the worst loss of the season? No, because I think Houston's a really good team. But a couple of things happened tonight. Yes, they were without Al Horford, which was just weird, right? Late in the game, just a weird scratch. So they started Luke Cornett and Kristaps Porzingis. Cornett played great, but Porzingis was in foul trouble all night long. So them making him a late scratch kind of threw things off a little bit for the team. Not to mention, Jason Tatum had 0 points in the first half. How does your best player have 0 points in the first half? There's a lot of things I want to get to tonight, and we'll do that here. I think Joe Mazzulla is starting to have some difficulties late in games. A lot of people want to say there's things wrong in the locker room, or maybe the players did something wrong here or there. I think this is a Mazzulla issue. When they play Mazzulla ball, meaning shoot more threes than the other team, make more threes than the other team, they're unbeatable. They did it the other night against Dallas. But when you blow a 12-point fourth quarter lead in your rotations, Mazzulla's the reason why they lost this game tonight. I thought he had some late rotation stuff, and he talked about it in postgame. I'll let you hear it coming up in a little bit here. There was miscommunications, and that was on Mazzulla, not the players. The other thing is this. Late in games, it's probably always a thing because I call them front runners. When they play front-running basketball, they're unbeatable. We've now seen multiple occasions this year where late in games things get tough, and it's him, not the players. There's some games, like the Atlanta game, they had a 3-point lead, they had a turnover, they let Atlanta get back in the game, whatever. Tonight, though, how do you foul so early there with a foul to give? To the point when they score a bucket, you have 0.7 left on the clock. So I have my reasons why they lost tonight, but Joe Mazzulla, your rotations, and then just some of the things that he's creating here. This is his quote after the game. The last few plays of regulation were on me. I didn't help them at the end. Both plays 100% on me. I have to be better. I agree. Like the guys on the floor, I understand you're without Derek White tonight and Horford and no Hauser. You're up 12 in the fourth quarter. You got to win this game. Now, granted, I give the Rockets a lot of credit tonight. Amen Thompson's been coming off the bench. He started tonight at a monster game. And I'm telling you, this is one of their biggest prospects that they have. So when you look at the Rockets, like, he's a big reason why people are encouraged by their performance. But Dylan Brooks, I mean, this guy's I don't want to call him a journeyman, but this guy was unwanted on some teams, right? Dylan Brooks tonight, 10 of 15 from 3, 36 points. You mean to tell me that Dylan Brooks and Amen Thompson outplayed Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum? That is unacceptable. That's unacceptable. And you know what? Quite frankly, the team welcomed back Ime Udoka tonight. Joe Mazzulla was outcoached by Ime Udoka late in the game. That's a fact. Substitutions, adjustments, defense, all Ime. And granted, this is what Ime Udoka is. He's a damn good coach that's turned around a Houston franchise that was really dormant for a long time. And I'm not going to say there was a lot of defense here tonight, but I thought at times the Rockets showed more defense than the Celtics tonight. But they played the Celtics game. They shot 17 of 41 from the field. They got to the free throw line 21 times. So realistically, the Celtics and Rockets, let's call it a wash on threes. Let's call it a wash on free throws. But when it comes to rebounding, I thought the Celtics had the advantage there tonight. What was it? 41-39, but there were some key ones I felt like Houston got tonight. Just in the end, you can't let Dylan Brooks beat you. You can't. And the other thing is, how is Jason Tatum not involved in the first half? Like, what is it? He used to play the whole quarter. Now it's like, what's going on? So this one tonight, I'd love to blame Tatum for a no-show in the first half. I'd love to blame the late defensive stuff on the players and miscommunications and all that. It's on Mazzulla. This is on Mazzulla, and he took the blame himself, and I'm glad he did. I know some people are coming home from the game. So let's hear it. 617-779-0985. Our buddy Benny in Oxford. Benny.
Hey, Joe. Joe, what's going on? I feel like you were reading my text message there for a moment because I texted my group chat about Cornette fouling too early and then Cornette and Brown looking at Joe at what to do. Like they should have already been game planned. First off, tell Cornette not to foul within 0.7 seconds. Let the guy dribble a few times. He wasn't even looking at the hoop. Kill some time, and then make the decision there, right real quick. What you're going to do, either sub in or out, or tell Cornette, like, have that decision made. What are we waiting for? Why are they waiting and looking at you to make that decision while the team's ready to inbound? And if you can give me a second really quick, with Jason Tatum, I wasn't necessarily mad about him, like, not no-showing, but at some point, Mazzulla switched up the play calling. He kept running a pick and roll or having some guy set a screen, and they kept doubling him. They should have done what they did towards the end of the game with Tatum was the one setting the pick to create the mismatch, and then let Tatum work the mismatch. Every time they run that, somebody set a screen, they were doubling Tatum, forcing him out to half court, and having to do something crazy. Like, Joe has to see that and make adjustments, and he never did. I texted my group chat right away. This loss was on Joe, especially that end of the game. Substitutions, like you said, were awful.
Hey, real quick, so I agree with everything you're saying. People are going to say, I know we're going to get a call that says that Jason Tatum's off. We're going to get it. You know it's coming.
Yeah.
But you just brought it up. What was he doing tonight? He was the one that was setting the picks instead of them trying to set him up.
Yeah. It was tonight was awful, and again, like you said, he got out coached tonight, and this is one of the first times I literally blamed the loss on Mazzulla. I haven't done that often, but this is one of those games.
Dude, I've been saying it for a couple of weeks now. There's at least 2 or 3 in there where I blame Joe. This one, he took the heat after the game, and I appreciate that because he was a big part of this tonight.
Real quick, Joe, they went on 3 separate runs for at least 12-0.
Yeah,
3.
And you know what's funny was when I was watching the game, we have a new intern here, Trent. I was just telling him about this. I was like, if the Rockets can continue to shoot 41% like they are, they're probably going to win this game. I thought they would tail off a little bit when the Celtics went up 12 or whatever it was. Nope, Dylan Brooks. I just don't know how they allowed that man to shoot 10 threes tonight or make 10 threes.
Yeah. No, it was awful. I understand you want that guy to start shooting to begin with, but once he's hit 6, 7, maybe, throw some defense at him. Mm-hmm. Clearly, he's in another world right now.
Yep, the Ime Udoka effect. Appreciate you, Benny. Now, I'm not gonna. Don't worry yet. This one's on Joe tonight. Missoula, for that matter. Johnny's in Boston. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, guys. Yeah, so listen. You hit the nail on the head. Ime, we all know, is a better coach. Number one. Number two, you got Dylan Brooks. He's a scrub, fake, tough guy.
I'm going to cut him off. You know why? Because I feel like he's doing the Jerky Boys.
Think he was putting it on a little bit, Joe?
I would like to say that someone sounds like that. But it sounded like Frank Rizzo. Jerky Boys. Yeah, Dylan Brooks, would you call him a scrub?
He's better than a scrub.
He's better than a scrub.
But he's no all-star.
How do they let this go on tonight?
No Derek White. Drew Holiday off game. Jalen has been, having defensive lapses as of late. It's not good, Joe. Not good. I do think, the non-Tatum minutes for me really stood out tonight.
What were they tonight? Do you have those numbers at all?
So Tatum only sat for 6 minutes. 6 minutes and 20-something seconds.
What'd they do in the 6 minutes?
They were minus 13 in those 6 minutes.
And he scored 0 points in the first half.
Tatum a plus 11 in the game. The only other Celtic, starter that was a plus, Porzingis plus 3. Holiday and Brown both, minus 12, and Cornette a minus 1. A pretty good game from Cornette, but obviously the defensive lapse at the end there, not good.
Well, I really want to credit Ime Udoka tonight. I think he knew where the challenges were for Cornette defensively and knew that Jaylen Brown maybe might have been helping him a little bit. But I think he also knew what Missoula was going to do. I think he knew what defense they were going to roll out there, how they were going to adjust to the switch. And I just look at a game like tonight and I say, Ime got the best of Joe Missoula. And I'm glad he admitted it. Because I said this the other night, guy. I can't remember what loss it was the other night. It wasn't the Lakers game. I'm trying to remember what game it was. But I felt like Missoula blew that one too. The Hawks game, I really do think it was the Celtics who blew that. The players, Tatum, Drew Holiday.
The Raptors game, they no-showed.
Yeah, that was, yeah. This one here, I've said it all along. I still think this is the best roster in the league. I still think they're gonna win the championship. Still think that. But, however, I think they're front runners, and when they play Missoula ball and they roll, right? They did it against Dallas this week. You saw it against Golden State. When things get a little tough, I don't necessarily think it's them, the players. I think it's Missoula. So you can say that Jason Tatum was a no-show in the first half today, and maybe they wouldn't have lost. I'll go with you on that one. But I don't think I've made this clear enough. When you have a foul to give, right, I think you want to wait a little longer than do it early. Because it set up the opportunity to go to the basket and leave under a second left. And that's exactly what happened tonight. And that's on Joe Missoula. That's on Missoula. So I think Ime outcoached Joe tonight. The guy that was here, the guy that's we don't talk about really anymore, who's still a damn good coach. Tonight they lost. They had a 12-point lead. And granted, let's also be honest, Jalen went 0 for 5 during a stretch when they were up 12. But really, Drew hit some shots. Tatum went 2 for 2 on that. When they went up 12, it was like Jaylen Brown just went 0 for 5 and just missed everything. Even Pritchard had that long shot at the end. But there's some numbers here at home that are not good. They're 5-7 since December at home. And I don't even want to use a built-in excuse about just came home from a West Coast trip, first game back. Because the Celtics in first games at home after a road game this year, they're 5-6 now in the year. And since mid-December, they're 1-4. That's not a good trend, especially at home. Your thoughts, 617-779-0985. Tim is in the car. Hey, Tim.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good.
I'm driving home from the game. I feel that it's the players and Missoula combined. When the Celtics come to a dead stop with Tatum, you always hate it when it's the last shot of the game and Tatum gets the ball and he stops and he figures it out. And what happened with him is that he was doing that a lot. And when the Rockets came on their runs, Tatum was doing that. The offense came to a screeching halt. The other thing I blame Missoula for, and this is a high school coach knows how to do this one, when you're doubling the ball, which Houston was doing, you don't dribble into it. And when you're in a zone, when Houston was in a zone, you do quick passes around the perimeter. In both those scenarios, the Celtics failed, and Missoula's got to call timeout and say, look, guys, we have to do this.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, don't you wish that Jaylen Brown didn't just brick shots during that stretch that you're talking about there? Like, you just missed 3 in a row. Like, why don't you swing it back around now? I agree with you mean. The late game scenario is my problem. Ime Udoka set up a play that he knew what the Celtics defense was going to do. There was a miscommunication. And even just before that, they had the foul to give, and it was so early. Why don't you give it a little bit later? They wouldn't have had enough time to have that finish. That's simple. Bob's in Waltham. Hey, Bob.
Hey, Joe. What's going on, man?
Yo.
I just want to, on the whole, I think the Celtics are going to be okay. I think Joe's a great coach. I think they're just, a team that's been in the playoffs, and, it's middle of January on a Monday night. That being said, we got to do something about Xavier Tillman, man. He played 6 minutes tonight on an 0 of 3, and he was -8 in 6 minutes. I mean, Joe didn't go back to him. I mean, he came in the game, we're up 7, and he comes out of the game like down 8. Come playoff time, that guy should be all the way. He should never even see the court.
And Bob, what sucks about that is this dude was a baller with Memphis. You know what it is? They're having him shoot threes now. He's now playing on the perimeter, and he's just
tough fit, right?
He's just a bad fit.
I know. He can't defend. He's not rebounding. He's getting pushed around down low.
I think he can play. Just he can't play with these guys.
No. When it comes down to, I think he's like a 10th man in this rotation, unfortunately. It's a tough play style for him, but it was ugly tonight. And I don't know if the pairing with Keita is the move either. Well, moving forward, that was tough.
Well, listen, they got a couple of weeks here to figure it out. Appreciate you, Bob. Springer played tonight. I mean, I don't think they're... Forget about all that for a minute here. The way this thing ended tonight, it's on Missoula. And I know the players shouldn't be let off the hook either. Missoula got outcoached. That's a fact. Ian's in New Bedford. How you doing, Ian?
What's good, Joe? On my way back from the game, too. And one thing that really bothered me about that last possession is, even though Porzingis had 5 fouls, I really thought he should have been in the game for some kind of rim protection, because Thompson just got right over the top and had a easy 8-foot shot to win the game. I think if Porzingis is in the game, he's guarding Thompson, and I think it's a much different ball game if he's in the game.
What was up with that rotation? What was the reason?
Honestly, man, I feel like Peyton Pritchard shouldn't have been in the game there. I mean, he's a liability, especially in the post. So I think Porzingis is the better matchup there. You got to play to make it to overtime.
What you're saying is, and it's kind of doubling down on my take, what the hell was up with that rotation? What was up with that? 5 fouls, leave him out in the game. That's probably why they drove to the hoop the way that they did. And thanks, Ian. It was wide open. You had no rim protection, and Cornette got crossed up. That's on Missoula. I'm telling you. Jeff's in Watertown. Hey, Jeff.
Tough night for Luke Cornett on the defensive end of the floor. His pick-and-roll defense was awful. Thought he didn't flash. And then he was directly responsible for the final 2 buckets. He lost Sengun on the dunk, and then he had that late switch with Jaylen Brown on the final possession. Thanks. See ya.
Yeah, he'll never be in that situation when the games matter. I hate to say it, but without Al Horford and no Porzingis, how the hell? Guys, I need more on this one. I know that Porzingis had 5 fouls. What happened late there? I'm trying to think of who was on the. What was the defense at the end of the game?
Well, Cato was brutal. Tillman was especially brutal, like that caller said. He's been a problem. This has happened a couple of times where Joe has really tried to get him into games, brought him in certain spots over the last, 2.5 months, and he's not playable.
You're talking about Tillman?
Yeah.
He's done. Yeah.
It's not good.
Cato, though, the only thing I'll say with him is I think he plays good, like, man-to-man defense, but I think he gets lost with guys behind him, So I think they like that with Missoula. Dude, Tillman, I think you got to move him. There's got to be a team that needs a big that plays in the post, that doesn't play this style. I don't know who that is. He's just, I want to be fair to Xavier Tillman. This isn't like the place for him. And I think last year they made the move for insurance in case something happened to Porzingis, right? I just, for me to get on him right now, I just don't think this is a fit for him, this team. The Cornette thing late in the games, though, I will admit, I don't think you're ever going to see him late in the game.
Jay, take a look, see what's going on ESPN right now?
Yeah, what's going on in this Duke NC State game?
Someone apparently just threw up all over the court.
A player?
I'm not quite sure, but I just looked up and there was towels everywhere.
Oh, number 9's going back. All right, there's 4 minutes to go on that one. Cooper Flags. They were down like 20 points.
I didn't mean to distract you, but I looked at the TV in there, and there was just a gigantic pile of towels on the court.
Everyone's got a grin on their face.
And yep, someone lost their lunch. It looks like on the baseline in the Duke NC State game.
Well, I love a good vomit.
Of course, always.
Vomit. Hey, Ro, a couple of things before we go to break. I mentioned the double big lineups, guys. It got them late. What else did we mention? I know people are going to overreact to this loss tonight. I think it was against a good team, and I really do think that the coach put them in a bad situation. And also, I do kind of feel like Jason Tatum can't go over in the first.
Yeah, you need more out of Tatum in the first. Absolutely, and you need more out of your defense the whole game. If White's not out there, Brown and Holiday have to step up defensively, and they didn't do that tonight. Derek White would probably be the guy that's seeing a lot of Dylan Brooks in those matchups, and that fell on Jalen and Drew's shoulders tonight, and they it's not going to work when you're throwing Drew Peterson out there and Neemias Queta for extended stretches. That's a tough place to be.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Let's get everything back on track here. I see you guys lined up on the phone lines. We'll go to you. We're here until 11 o'clock. I'm Joe Murray here on the Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
All right, Celtics lose tonight 114-112. Came down to the final second of the game. Not enough, though. Jason Tatum, 19 points. Jaylen Brown had 28. They play Chicago on Wednesday night. The Patriots added more coaching to their staff. Doug Marrone to the offensive line. Thomas Brown, he's going to be working with the tight ends and passing game coordinator. The Saints interviewing Kellen Moore for the head coaching job. And the Bruins, they play Buffalo tomorrow. Headlines are brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety. I'm Joe Murray. Your next update tomorrow.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I want you to pay attention because this is important. Getting in shape and losing weight can literally be a life or death decision. Heart disease, diabetes, even cancer. Your lifestyle decisions dictate your health. Maybe you think you can't do it, but I know you can. If you have 3 key components. 1, you need a specific day-by-day fitness plan that's already proven to work so you won't quit. 2, a healthy nutrition plan that's integrated into your fitness plan that's easy to follow. And 3, support from a community all pulling for each other's success. I'm Carl, the CEO of Body. That's Body with an I. Body helps people achieve their goals with these 3 factors. That's where the magic happens. Body has the programs that are proven to help you lose up to 10 to 15 pounds in just 3 weeks, 30 to 40 pounds in 90 days. You just need to commit. This is so important for you. Go to body.com, that's BODI.com, and we'll get you the fast results you want step by step.
88 unread emails? Okay. New credit card? Delete. Congratulations, you've just won goodbye. COVID-19 news and delete. Wait, learn about treatment options for COVID-19. No and go. Okay, kind of catchy. Know that oral prescription treatment options are available for COVID-19 if you're at high risk. And go see your doctor if you experience symptoms or test positive. And forwarding that to mom.
Talk to your pharmacist or doctor if you or a loved one gets COVID-19. Know and go. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
All right, folks, this ain't the little itty-bitty teeny-tiny bowl. No, this is the Super Bowl. That's Super Bowl LIX. And you can get in on the action at the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 59. Now, scoring touchdowns is the key to hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. And you can score big by betting on them at DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something as simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code SportsHub. That's code SportsHub for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And Hope is here if you feel you have a gambling problem. Call 800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Play it smart from the start with GameSenseMA.com. Massachusetts only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
I've just been feeling so sluggish lately. You should try the Metamucil 2-week challenge. The Metamucil 2-week challenge? Yeah, Metamucil 4-in-1 fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Start your daily routine now, and in 2 weeks, you could be feeling great. Well, it's been 2 weeks. How you feeling? Lighter and feeling great.
If you want to feel lighter by promoting digestive health, sign up to take the 2-week challenge at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Do you need new kitchen cabinets, or maybe you want to convert that old tub into a new elegant walk-in shower with Luxury Makeover? Get either of them done this month for $0 down, and don't pay a single dollar for the next 24 months, or pay across 60 months with no interest. And you could get an extra 15% off if you tell them Zoe sent you. But do it quick before their schedule books up. Everybody wants this amazing deal. Visit LuxuryMakeover.com and sign up for a free estimate today.
This is a public service announcement from 98.5, the Sports Hub.
Parents have a helping hand in keeping their kids healthy with free or low-cost health insurance from Medicaid and CHIP programs in Massachusetts. Call 1-877-KIDS-NOW or go to insurekidsnow.gov.
Solak and Bertrand get you through the midday. Joe Murray gets you right through the night.
I actually spoke with women today.
On the Sports Hub.
Just continue to prepare, and you have situations that, do it faster or don't do it. So I think, just take ownership from the guys, and they're the ones that are out there battling, and then they put you in a position to win, and you don't help that. It's a tough one. So, that's something that I got to get better at.
Tonight, and you want to react to the Celtics 114-112 loss, you certainly can. Here are a few takeaways from tonight that I wrote down. The Tatum no-show in the first half, 0 points. He did have 5 assists, but he finished with 19 points. It's just not good enough. They did have a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter that they blew, but I'll get to in a minute here. The other thing is I thought Brooks and Thompson outplayed Tatum and Brown today. They scored 69 points. Nice. I thought they fouled too early. The foul to give was way too early. Gave them more time on the clock, less time on the clock. Sorry, too much time on the clock to then score the game winner with 0.7 left. I think this is on coaching. I think there was a miscommunication, the rotations, you name it. Mazzulla you just heard the highlight right there. Joe Mazzulla essentially said the last few plays of regulation were on him. He didn't help at the end. They said they were 100% on him. I agree. But this is the Celtics' 9th blown fourth quarter lead this season. It's the 7th time they blew a 10-point lead this season in the fourth quarter. I think Ime Udoka outcoached Joe Mazzulla tonight. The Celtics still had a shot. I don't know what they were doing with Kristaps Porzingis on the bench with 5 fouls and having Luke Cornett on the court. I blame Mazzulla for that. I think Mazzulla blames himself for that. But right now, they're 6-6 their last 12 games. The last game that they had when they came off a long road trip was against Sacramento, and they lost bad. They got out rebounded. And tonight, they lost to Dylan Brooks and his 10 3-pointers. But I do think that Ime outcoached Joe Mazzulla, and that's the reason they lost tonight. Your thoughts, 617-779-0985. There's a lot to dig into with this game. When you look at it, the Celtics blew a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter. Amen Thompson, his jumper with 0.7 seconds left, was the difference in this one. Obviously, no Derek White, no Al Horford, no Sam Hauser tonight. Horford was a last-minute scratch, so they had to go to Tillman. Cornette played a lot. Neemias Queta played as well. And the Celtics, again, had a 12-point lead early in the fourth quarter. The Rockets wouldn't go away. They answered with a 13-0 run. They took the lead. It was back and forth for the two sides, and then, of course, Thompson hit the game winner. But Jaylen Brown had 28 points tonight. Luke Cornett at 18. Had those struggles late in the game. But the scoreless first half is weird. Maybe it's the adjustments and the substitutions or whatever. Skaz mentioned that Tatum did not play in the 6 minutes. He didn't play tonight, the non-Tatum minutes, which have always been an issue all year. Came to bite him big time, minus 13. The Porzingis foul trouble, I don't think we've really seen that from him. He's been shooting the ball like crazy, but very good. 5 of his first 7 shots, had 15 points. But 12 first half minutes due to all those fouls. Little uncharacteristic to see from him, personally. So, things are getting a little dicey here with the green. And I mentioned Celtics in their first game at home after a road game. So overall this year, they're 5-6. Since December 19th, they're 1-4. Like, that's a problem. Since December 7th, they're 13-11 overall. They're 5-7 at home. They're 8-4 on the road. Tonight, I thought the Rockets matched them when it came to three-point attempts and makes. Free throws, all matched. Rebounds, essentially the same. But there is a coaching issue on this team, and maybe in there's a chemistry issue. Hasn't gotten any better of late. Again, they either look like how they started their road trip. Beating a team by 40 points, struggling in between, having their biggest loss of the year to the Lakers, And then Derek White's back on track. Everything looks good. You beat Dallas, the team you beat in the NBA Finals. You come home, you get the Rockets against Ime. Close game. Tatum goes off in the third quarter. You got a big 12-point lead, and then you blew it. Like, what happened there? When the Celtics went up by 12, there was about eight minutes or so left in that game. And quite frankly, they went 1 of 7 from 3. They went 4 of 14 from the field. Instead, Houston went 9 of 15 from the field and 2 for 4 from 3. They outscored them late in the game 25-11. Where was the defense? Take a quick break. We'll wrap this thing up here. I'm Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize. And turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Your vision benefits just got even better. Now at Pearl Vision, provide your updated prescription from your new eye exam and get 40% off lenses. Their eye care experts are ready to help you find the perfect pair of glasses that suit your style. Don't wait. Your new look is just a visit away. And they accept all major vision plans. Find your nearest location at pearlvision.com. Some restrictions and exclusions may apply. See participating stores for details.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultrafine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
The county just requested more electric charging stations.
Orders have really amped up at Able Electric.
We need 3 more at First in Maine, and we just got another hotel chain.
It's no shock. Able Electric needs able electricians.
Grocery store wants charging stations, too.
And fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Jumbo shrimp. How could it be jumbo if it's shrimp? Yeah, that's a famous oxymoron. How about this one? Pretty ugly.